Now, there we go.
And welcome all of my melanated children to Black History Month. It is time.
Sorry, the internet's still shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Black History Month.
Damn, and the internet couldn't get its shit together for February. That's racist as fuck.
Well, it's like a new system, so I'm still having problems with it, but it should.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Boop, boop,
hang on.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right. Is it working for you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, what did you want to bring up, the Elon thing?
Oh, well, I mean, do you not see my name?
Yeah, Women for the Win, but you didn't say what that was in reference to.
Oh, well, unfortunately, it seems like you have avoided the fun plague of weird Epstein emails that are coming out in waves. I
heard all that. I just didn't hear this particular one.
Oh yeah, no. Like at one point in the middle of an email Elon is sending about really being excited to party on the island, he goes, "Girls for the win," in parentheses. Like, girls. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, it, like,
that's so fucking pathetic, dude.
It's more than pathetic. It's hilarious.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix something.
The only pedophile who has to be literal. Do you think?
There we go. So girls for the win because Elon is perpetually stuck in like 2009.
I think it's more Elon is an Xbox 360 problematic child who has never had to do what the rest of the Xbox 360 problematic children had to do, which was come to the world of reality because they had to work a 9 to 5 or like go to school or like just converse with human beings. And Elon has never had to do that.
Yeah, none of these people do. That's why they're all such freaks.
I mean, some of them do, and then it makes it even worse. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
There isn't a perfect formula, but yeah. Let's see. My phone's dead, so let's see here if I can pull it up real quick. I don't disappear when I do this, do I?
I'm seeing you right now, so
perfectly. All right. I just wanted to check. So, okay, yeah. So let me tell this whole little bit story here.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way I can.
If you put it in the chat, I can open it for you.
Yeah, I'm just having. It's hard to find the ones that are legitimate because there's so much. Everyone's just AI dumping shit nowadays.
True. And no, AK Hirsch, we're not going to show whole, at least not tonight.
I mean, okay, hold on. You did go on the record and say you would show whole. I mean,
yes,
no,
but not on YouTube.
I said I'm not doing it.
That's for the Patreon.
I mean, that's true. That is true. Larry's gonna wear okay. If we can reach our Patreon goal, Larry's gonna wear the same outfit Doja Cat wore in the Moo video. Larry, if you want to pull that up for us.
Let's see what we got.
Trust me. This is the outfit that we need for the people.
This cow thing?
Yep, this cow thing.
I've never understood that fetish.
It's about milking. What do you mean?
Oh, I've never heard the song, so.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
You're saying I could rock the move fit? Thank you, Voss.
Thank you. Like Voss understood. Like straight.
So I need,
nose.
Before we get into Black History Month or Star Trek or Wonder Man or anything, we need to address Shitgate. So I am going to pull this up. Now, many of you have probably seen this already, but for those of you who haven't, I'm going to start at about 30 seconds in, and I want you to listen very closely in about 4 seconds, okay?
Because chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to keep up.
You hear it.
He's an old man. I am really confused what we're doing here.
He didn't just... Here, let me play the whole thing.
We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
That's great. Now I hear fantastic things. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Oz. He's doing a fantastic job. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, can you respond to the new Fox poll that says people think ICE's tactics are too aggressive?
Okay, that's enough. So, okay. So you heard what I heard, right?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. But like,
we
also,
do live in a blessed era, man. We really do.
I guess, okay, here's where it's weird. I've worked in multiple nursing homes specializing in Alzheimer's care. And so, like, maybe I'm just desensitized to, like, it being funny. But, like, old people who lose their memory be shitting themselves. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
it's not funny in and of itself because haha fart. It's funny because the president of the United fucking States audibly sharted himself without noticing. Without fucking noticing.
I don't necessarily know about that. I don't know about that.
He didn't react to it. I mean, I don't think he's a good enough actor to, like, play it off. He didn't fucking react to shitting himself.
I don't think he's a good actor in the sense of, like, he can portray anything else, but, like, he's been a good enough actor to convince a bunch of contractors that they won't individually get fucked over, despite 9 other contractors getting fucked over. So, like, he's got to be able to act somewhat.
Yeah, but he did do that before his brain melt. Keep in mind.
I know. I guess I feel like he's just there, like, I mean, shit.
So,
how long has he been shitting himself? See, that's
AK Hirsch. I don't think he did request everyone leave. I think what he was saying was, "Go ahead, as in start your questions," because the reporters seemed like they were primed for questions, and then suddenly the staff is like, "Everyone out. Peepaw needs a diaper change. Everyone out."
Well, the reporters were definitely primed for questions, but they always are, and like this administration has been more and more making it hard for them to ask questions anyway. So they kind of have to chomp at the bit.
He's a good liar, but not a good actor, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
no,
disagree.
exactly. No, Voss knows what I'm saying. Like personal lies that involve Donald J. Trump. He can do that, and I guess that is acting to a degree. It's vamping, it's lying, it's sociopathic, it's that thing behind your eyes. Like,
yeah, see, AK Hirsch has it. He's not a good liar anymore. I think I think with his brain melted to the point that it is, he can no longer be dishonest. And also, I do agree that he was snubbed for an Oscar in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
he doesn't deserve an Oscar for that. I'm just gonna say he kind of just makes a cameo appearance. It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that's the joke.
But do you want to know what he does deserve a goddamn award for?
What?
Shaving Vince McMahon's head when I was like 10 years old.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, that gives him an award where like he like shows up and, oh, Donald Trump's got a chair.
My God, it's Bernie Sanders with a steel Actually, you
No,
know what?
but-
I need to fucking point out some more evidence for Shitgate here. I'm going blue and on.
What
with
is
this
the
one.
evidence? Wait, evidence for what? I agree that he did it. I just don't agree that he didn't know.
True. If you gave him a truth serum and asked what his approval rating is, he'd say something like 87%. Yeah, true. But so here, I'll
Yeah,
mute
but
it. 'Cause we don't
part
need
of
to hear
that
it
is
again.
just being delusional.
Watch this lady in green. So
Oh no, I saw her face.
yeah,
I'll watch the lady in green, and then also watch the man to her left is a bit more subtle. He makes a face of disgust, and then alternates between staring directly at it and staring directly away from it.
yeah. RF. Do you know how bad shit has to be when RFK Jr. is like, Jesus fucking Christ?
I'm not saying his name, bro. I refuse to give that motherfucker any more. No, because the only reason he has anything is his name, and he knows it. Like,
Pete Davidson actually made a joke about that on SNL a few weeks ago, where he was like,
Yeah.
"You know, Robert, you and I agree. You and I are very similar because I also
Both
wouldn't be
famous
famous
because
if
we're
my
dead
dad died."
like I love the story of RFK Jr. because it is the most nepo baby to ever exist.
Eating fucking roadkill and doing heroin and
See, but that's
bullying his
that's
first
just
wife
even-
into killing herself.
No. See, at a young age, RFK Jr. expresses an interest in animals. So his family goes, okay, we're going to take you on a full-on safari through Africa. So they take him on a safari through Africa, and he goes, yeah, I want to take some of these home. And so they just smuggle some fucking animals home, as you do. As you fucking do. That's amid the poaching, mind you. And, he's skinning and wearing a bunch of these. He comes back to America, and he's like, yeah, I can just do the same thing, right? And so he just starts shooting fucking random animals. I'm not gonna go on the record and say he shot anyone's pet because I can't prove it, but you can't prove that he didn't. So
I think the better question is, why did Cheryl Hines marry him? Not how did he score Cheryl Hines?
what do you mean? I mean, marrying into that family is kind of like giving your kids a free die in a board game that just lets you go around the board the whole time.
That is fair, but it's also RFK Jr.
I mean, dude, I feel like when you marry a Kennedy, right? He's gonna be cheating on you so much that
Yeah, he
you
cheated
really
on
have
his
to fuck
first
the
wife
guy.
so much that she committed suicide over it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say if you get into this game, you have to understand that you are a political romancer now.
Yeah, and now Chris Pratt is part of it somehow.
What?
Chris Pratt's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Wait, what does that have to do with the Kennedys?
Arnold's ex-wife, Maria Shriver, is a Kennedy.
Okay, fuck. So
She's the niece of JFK.
Whose daughter?
One of JFK's siblings. I forget which one.
Sister or brother?
I'm guessing sister because her last name isn't Kennedy, but let me find out.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Just because,
By the way, bold move to be part of the Kennedy family and not go by Kennedy as your last name.
you might not be allowed to.
Well, I mean, she didn't have to change her name. You know what I mean.
Well, no, I mean, they might have said flat out, you're changing your name.
Her parents were Sergeant. Jesus, imagine naming your child Sergeant. Sergeant Shriver and Eunice Kennedy.
Oh, Eunice. Okay.
Yeah. That is not the one who got lobotomized. That was
No.
Rosemary.
Yeah, no. What? No, that's Boo Radley, bro.
Yeah.
To call her by her real name, it's Boo fucking Radley. And to anyone who gets that joke, thank you.
I would hope everyone does, but I know that most people don't.
Hope is great. Hope is great. I don't assume any of that anymore.
Let me rephrase. I would really hope it would be really nice to have
It'll
a
be cool.
guarantee
It would be cool.
that everyone in America was assigned to read To Kill a Mockingbird in 8th grade like I was. And that they remember it well enough to remember the name of a main character from it.
But to then also know the weird niche story of one of the Kennedys, and then
true.
be able to make a correlation there, and then understand, I don't know, man.
Fun fact, the movie adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird, Boo Radley was played by an impossibly young Robert Duvall.
Huh.
Yeah, that was like one of his first roles, and now he's, first of all, still alive. Good for him. And second, now he's like a legendary actor.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked he's still alive given his age, but I'm not complaining or anything.
Fair.
Robert Duvall. How old is Robert Duvall now?
I'm gonna guess
He is
97.
95.
Damn it! 2 years off.
He's 95, man. That's insane. I always think that he's dead because his character in Godfather died between movies. But that wasn't because he actually died. That was just because of scheduling and like creative shit.
Okay, oh wait, is he the Jew?
He's Irish, but yes.
Oh,
he's
yeah, sorry, he's the Mick. I apologize.
You know what? Fucking remember how we were bitching about Godfather 3 having the weird incest subplot?
Yeah.
You know how they could have fucking fixed that and had it be completely unchanged?
You brought
otherwise?
this up already. Make it Tom's daughter. Just make it Tom.
Just make her, or not our son,
Tom's
really.
son.
But
yeah,
like,
well, whatever. Like, yeah.
And that would have been great too, because then it's like, oh, he inherits the crime family not because of blood, but because of family. Like, oh, that would have been so fucking cool. You fucked it up, Coppola.
No, he fucked it up by having a third movie. The entire Joey Zaza plot makes me want to blow my brains out. I'm sorry.
Zaza!
Not Joey Zaza! Like, bro, if I, like, that scene with the helicopter, I'm sorry. There's just, no, there's a lot of problems with Godfather 3. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, here we go. Ivas, I pulled it up for you right here. This is what Ivas just watched like 20 minutes ago.
What did the comments say, you dingus?
Oh, it said, speaking of movies, check out what I logged on Letterboxd.
Oh.
And so I did.
Let's see what we got here. Larry, are you going to read or am I?
Go ahead.
Once this movie gets going, I just can't bring myself to look away. That isn't a compliment. So many movies that, if I can bring myself to think anything coherent at all, make me think, wow, this really only works in interactive media, not a film in which I have to sit back and watch it happen. A character named General Chungus says, unalive instead of kill. This film is too baffling at every turn to write a properly structured review.
I honestly think you rated it too high, Ivas. I think you rated it higher than it deserves.
See, I don't understand how you can get so mad at the Minecraft movie. Yeah, you'll sit there and advocate for Ice Cube and his Zoom buddies.
By the way, I had forgotten this, but I checked afterwards. The next movie I watched after that was a Tubi original called Woke. That was like the worst movie I've ever seen. And I wrote as my review that it makes War of the Worlds look like the fucking Godfather. Because it does.
What? But then you were just talking about how War of the Worlds is the worst movie ever. If I had a nickel for every time you talk about the worst movie you've ever seen, I'd have like enough nickels to just hang out with Elon.
No, it isn't AK Hirsch, because it is AI slop. I don't know if it was made by AI, but spiritually, the Minecraft movie was. This is what I wrote as my review. This movie is in competition against The Unbreakable Boy for the title of worst movie about autism.
I'm just gonna throw out here the idea that Disney hasn't started putting out slop yet is insane. And like, I don't need an AI to make derivative garbage-laced bullshit only based on art humans have already inputted. That is just modern Hollywood, people. I'm sorry, but it's not like we're getting anything good. And it's all just people rereading old scripts and just fucking retooling. It's bullshit.
Tubi's Woke makes War of the Worlds 2025 look like the Orson Welles version. True.
What is this woke movie?
Let me fucking. By the way, The Unbreakable Boy. If you want to watch a movie that will infuriate you, check out The Unbreakable Boy.
Every time you make me watch a movie, it makes me furious.
Okay. I mean, I can find other shit about it, but just to give you a context of what kind of movie we're talking about, this is the movie I was referring to.
Okay.
74 minutes, always a great sign from a feature film.
Um. So, are the people in the background the girl's parents?
No, this, hang on, where's my, there it is. This girl is one of her friends.
Okay.
This guy, I believe, is this guy's father. I believe that was their relationship. And yes, that is Eric Roberts, once respected actor Eric Roberts.
Why did they juxtapose them against each other like they were the parents when there's so much lack of contact? I don't know.
Because this movie's terrible and the people who made it have no souls.
But like, what part of this? Like, okay, I have to ask the obvious question here. Did someone make a bad movie on purpose? Because by the year 2024, the word woke had already been intercepted to pretty much mean libtard.
That is what I was asking the whole movie. And by the end, I still didn't have a coherent answer.
I don't believe anyone who believes in the word woke or its actual meaning had anything to say in the year 2024. This feels like bait. This feels like bait.
I hope so, man. Dude, they were using the camera's onboard mic to record the dialogue.
It just fits. It just fits with the profile of you make a fucking straw man thing, and then you say, look at what the left does.
I fucking hope so. Also, check out the fucking bar graph of the ratings, man.
Comparatively, what's the ratings for the Velma show made by what's her face?
I'd have to go to a different site for that because that's TV. But let me serialized. I'm not trusting.
Name?
I'm not trusting Mindy Kaling. I'm not trusting fucking IMDb because people on IMDb hate movies.
What?
Dude, every time I go on IMDb and I look at the review section, I'll watch like the best fucking movie ever, and then I look at the IMDb reviews and it's like, this movie was fucking dog shit, bro.
I don't know. You thought War of the Worlds was a good movie, so we still hold
No, I thought it was a fucking experience. That's a different thing.
Getting stabbed is an experience. Still not going to recommend it.
I mean, yeah, true, but oh yeah, here we go. Here's the score for Velma.
Huh. Yeah.
I never even watched it. I feel like it's destined to get fucking taken off of HBO Max.
I mean, I tried to watch it because I was like, maybe there's some cooking cool stuff here. There's not.
Yeah.
And I find it really amusing that the show knew it was such dog shit that it literally opened up with a fan service scene of the of goddamn like girls in the shower, and I was like, oh, y'all are preying on the porn, I see.
Yeah, and that was the high school, right? Okay, at least if it was college girls, you could be like, "Oh, they are adults."
I'm gonna go on record and say that this is Daphne and Velma, characters who are older than I am. I don't really know how much I can give shit here, just because I don't think anyone actually looks at these people and are like, "Yeah, those are children." They're like characterized so much. I don't know.
I saw that clip where she was like something about how the Me Too movement ruined stand-up comedy or something. Like, what? First of all, you're wrong, and second, why is Velma saying that?
I mean, Mindy Kaling would have had to have been funny in the first place.
Yeah, which, I mean, I'm not saying Mindy Kaling has never amused me, but I've never been a particularly big fan of hers.
Mindy Kaling's brown Amy Schumer.
Well, I feel the same way about Amy Schumer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's brown Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer is white Mindy Kaling.
Yeah, Though there's like one or two Amy Schumer bits that still, it's not that they live rent free in my head, but I think of them and I'm like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
Like there's one, I said this about something I watched recently. Oh yeah, I remember. You know Liv Tyler, the actress?
Steven Tyler's daughter?
Yes.
Sure.
So I don't want to shit on her too hard because she seems like an okay person or whatever, but I don't love her as an actress, and I hate the way she talks because she talks so softly like this all the time.
Oh, bro.
And the comment
will come and beat your ass, and with Joe Perry's guitar, you keep talking smack. Like
that is true. Anyway, the reason I brought it up is because there's a line of Amy Schumer's I always think of when I hear a voice like that. She talked like an angel was sleeping on her tongue.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little like
No, it's not. It's not even. It's. I could give you 3 offhand better ones.
I'm sure you can. It is Amy Schumer after all. It's just that one joke of hers. I was like,
Nah.
I wonder if Amy Schumer's on the list. I like to assume everyone who annoys me is. Well, she is second cousins with Chuck Schumer, who, fun fact, she's second cousins with Chuck Schumer. And I think Chuck Schumer, well, I don't know if he's on the list. I'd like to think he didn't get invited. Speaking of Liv Tyler, I'm going to try and make myself watch the MCU once a month, and The Incredible Hulk is next. I like that you've taken it down to once a month.
I mean, is she in it?
Yeah, she's the female lead in that movie. That shows how fucking long it's been since that movie.
I saw that movie once, and I wasn't even really into it at the time.
Also, I agree. Someone called James Cameron.
I mean,
yeah,
I know why we need to call him
to raise the bar.
Because I'm fucking
he's
tired
James Cameron.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this fucking low bar. This is not. No, this is unreasonable. I can't stand it.
Speaking of this comment, by the way, I'd need to watch it again to really judge it. I remember liking The Incredible Hulk more than most people did. I remember thinking it was all right.
I mean, doesn't it have a whole ass different actor?
Well, then whom?
Than the modern Hulk?
Yeah, they did recast Bruce Banner. Mostly because Edward Norton is difficult to work with, but I don't think they ever admitted that.
An MCU movie then?
So that's the thing. It's been kind of historically considered the black sheep of the MCU because of the casting change and also because of the rights, because it was made by like Universal and shit.
I just don't understand why they have to count it.
Well, they probably didn't always, but I guess it had enough fans that they decided it was canon. And I don't just mean because Tony Stark makes that cameo. They've brought back shit from it in recent stuff.
Like stuff that's exclusively from it?
Yeah, so I'll talk about this more in depth later, but Captain America Brave New World picks up several plot threads from The Incredible Hulk. And several characters.
But where's T'Challa?
What do you mean he's dead?
Larry, it's February. We need better. It's just not good enough.
Well, don't worry. We will talk about Black MCU projects because I have 2 I need to discuss.
Oh, no. I know you and your fucking Wonder Man. Oh, God.
Well, there's another one, too. But
what's the other one?
Captain America Brave New World.
Oh, yeah. Because it's what's-his-face.
Yeah. I prefer the 03 one. So I put off watching the 03 Hulk movie for like 20 fucking years because everyone told me what dog shit it was.
03 Hulk was cool.
And I finally watched it a couple years ago, and I was like, this is fairly good. Like, it's a little cheesy, and it overdoes it on the fucking wacky scene transitions, but...
It was a 2003 superhero movie.
I like Ang Lee's Hulk a lot, and it's interesting that The Incredible Hulk kind of functions as a sequel, even though it's decidedly not MCU. The reason for that way is because the movie that would eventually become Incredible Hulk started life as a sequel to the 03 one. which is also the reason that Punisher Warzone, despite not being a sequel to the first Punisher movie, kind of feels like one at times for the exact same reason.
Punisher Warzone. I barely even know her Warzone.
I know, right? You've probably never seen Punisher Warzone because most people haven't, but
I have not. I admittedly kind of slack when it comes to watching Marvel movies.
especially pre-MCU, yeah.
I mean, I just don't like the characters as much.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, when I get into Marvel superheroes, especially how I felt back in the day, I mean, MCU opened up a little bit more, but like, everyone's a fucking genius. And if everyone's a fucking genius, no one's a genius. Because
that's definitely an MCU problem for sure.
Like y'all have 20 fucking geniuses on deck and still have like car crashes, and it pisses me off. Cause like I think of like, okay, I am offhand will quote that random panel from Spider-Man 2. It was like you could cure cancer and you're turning people into dinosaurs. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Like, and that's great because it just one time I need to be made clear. Do you know how much shit could be solved with half of you smart people? Sure, I can give Lex a bunch of shit, but he's Lex Luthor. I can play off why he doesn't do it.
So with Punisher specifically, I recommend both the 2004 Punisher movie and Punisher Warzone from 2008 because they're kind of diametric opposites.
Okay.
The 2004 one is not a very good Punisher adaptation, by which I mean it changes a lot, but it's a very solid movie. Warzone is kind of the opposite. It's a functional but not great movie, but it's a fucking amazing adaptation of Punisher.
Which do you prefer out of those two options?
I used to say Warzone, but now, between one being more mature and two, the Netflix version of Punisher dragging his fucking nutsack across both of them.
Well, no, I'm saying, would you rather something be authentic at the cost of quality, or quality at the cost of authentic?
Normally the latter, but Warzone just has such fucking cool shit. Oh yeah, Bruce Banner isn't the only big MCU recast. One of the unintentionally funny moments in Iron Man 1 is when Terrence Howard looks at the extra Iron Man suit and says, "Next time, baby."
Voss, I think you said his line wrong. I believe he said, "Next time, baby man."
He might have. It's been a while since.
No.
I saw it.
The whole thing is Terrence Howard just says the word "main" too much. Like, well, did you know about Terrence Howard's math?
Yes, Terryology.
Yeah, bro. Terrence Howard has his own math, people. And by this, you might be like, what do you mean by this? Like, he developed a complex system? No. I'm talking basic addition. Basic addition. He goes on a fucking rant, essentially because he doesn't understand fractions, pretty much. But
basically.
I mean, like, there's a couple other ways you can look at it, but it's pretty much he doesn't get how, like, integers versus numbers work.
Actually, you want to talk about MCU recasts and Incredible Hulk's status in the MCU? That is why, when they needed a Secretary of Defense for Civil War, they just brought back William Hurt, was to explicitly confirm, yes, that movie is canon.
Terrence Howard would have been so much more amusing, too.
Yes, but Don Cheadle is a much better actor and by all accounts is much fucking easier to work with.
Oh, absolutely. I want Don Cheadle to do things that I can, like, take seriously.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Then he died. So talking about recasts, William Hurt played the character of Thunderbolt Ross for years in like fucking 5 different Marvel movies at least. But then he died. In real life, he got fucking cancer or whatever, and he died. It was sad. Anyway, they still needed that character, so that's why Harrison Ford is in them now. They recast him with Harrison Ford. Which by the way, he's fucking great in the role. It's just weird as shit because it's a completely different actor, but it shares continuity with the last movie.
All right, and we're talking MCU. I'm gonna need you to try to explain something to me,
And he's older. Yeah, he is.
what do you think the creative development is with the whole thing with the What If series? Do they have their version of the Watchers starting to fuck around with shit? Like, is that where we're going with this?
Well, there's like a million Watchers.
Yeah,
Like even
but
in our universe, there's countless of them.
specifically, UATU, however you want to say his name.
I think it's Uatu, but I don't know for sure either.
thought
So
it
I
was
don't blame you
Uatu,
for.
but I don't fucking know. So sometimes it gets weird.
Yeah. So are you asking, like, does every universe have an Uatu?
No, I guess I'm more asking, are they making all these like fun little levels of a show being fourth wall breaking and meta because they're gonna like integrate it, or is this just like random shit?
So as AK Hirsch is pointing out when he says that What If gave up, it should have been random shit because that's what What If is supposed to be.
That's what I thought,
But then they realized that they had potential. But they realized they had potential cash cows, and they're like, "Shit, we might want to do something with these."
okay, so that is what happened. Okay, because I got confused because I thought the What If was just fucking around, but like
That's what it should be. Now, so far, they have not done anything that requires you to have seen What If. They've just put little references to it and stuff. So far, I don't know if that will stay the same.
here's a pitch. Give me someone to play young T'Challa, so then we can fucking make him the Star-Lord Black Panther.
Well, you might have seen it. That episode, I believe, was his last performance as T'Challa because he died before it came out.
I did, but where I'm so confused is they're like, well, we don't want to recast him. All right, so fucking prequel it then. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's weird too
on.
because the not wanting to recast him seems to extend to non-MCU shit too. Because when they had Black Panther in the X-Men cartoon, they had T'Chaka as Black Panther.
Yeah, I'm like it. I listen. Chadwick Boseman was a great guy, and I'm sorry he died. But like, we don't have the black numbers for you to be retiring big names like fucking T'Challa off of that. I'm sorry, like, you can't be doing this.
Yeah, and
we don't have the
unfortunately, the
numbers.
role went to Shuri, who in real life is like an anti-vax lunatic.
I mean, yeah. I also think it was. It did kind of give a bit of a girl boss vibe when, like, I don't know. I feel like I barely got any Black Panther. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you did barely get any Black Panther. He got like one movie and a supporting role and a couple others.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. Maybe don't retire him. Maybe just accept you guys didn't prioritize, and now your actor's dead, and that's not your audience's fault. So why make me
I thought
suffer?
they should have had him be alive, but just be off camera. Because he is king, and Wakanda went through a fucking catastrophe. It makes sense that the king would have to solely dedicate his focus to being king.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's so many things they could do. I'm also upset that I don't think we're ever gonna get a because we have almost all the characters now. The live action version of when Black Panther's like, I need some heroes to come to Wakanda. Some very specific heroes to come to Wakanda. Let's see. Luke Cage. Yeah, you seem perfect. Storm. Yeah, who could have guessed? Spider-Man.
Which one was it, though? Which Spider-Man?
It's actually Peter. And it's just like,
okay.
Oh, no, that makes sense. Like, that makes sense.
So clearly what he's going for is guys who won't try to fucking take the situation out of my hands.
Literally people who will respect my authority.
Yeah, and Spider-Man, not that Spider-Man isn't a leader, but he's not exactly the guy who walks into a situation and feels he has to be the one commanding it.
Spider-Man's the dude who has seen millions of versions of himself get into wars. He can take a back seat.
Yeah, true. Yeah, not colonizers exactly.
Not colonizers. No, literally, Peter Parker's the only one that you know in your heart. You know in your heart of hearts. Nah, he's cool. I could give this guy the keys to my city and he would hand them back.
I really hope that they bring back Luke Cage, speaking of him, because the guy who played him in the Netflix version was a fucking master at that role.
See, that's the thing, is like we have like enough of the good players that it could be so fun to watch.
Well, so yeah, Mike Holter, that's his name. Thank you. So obviously they brought back Daredevil, which fuck you, AK Hirsch, you're wrong. Daredevil Born Again is great. And they've confirmed that in the upcoming season that starts next month, that Jessica Jones is going to be coming back, played by Kristen Ritter still. So I'm like, just bring back the rest of the Netflix era guys, dude. You already brought back 3 of the 5.
Yo, Jessica Jones really is just Rhea Ripley, the superhero.
A little, but that's okay.
I'm not complaining. I just wanted to say that.
What is your horrifying news? Please, please, dear God. Okay, Grey, yes. Not the Netflix show, somewhat. I would not say lame. I would say that given they cobbled it together out of chewing gum and duct tape, that it's fucking great. And I can't wait to see what the next season that isn't cobbled together from chewing gum and duct tape does. Because I fucking love Daredevil. I especially love the goddamn Punisher. I loved I even liked the fucking Iron Fist show. I didn't love it, but I liked it well enough.
Danny Rand was just mid.
The actor was better than the material he was given.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
And I know that for sure because he guest starred in one Luke Cage episode, and he was way fucking better in that than he was in his own show.
Really?
Yeah. So the bad news is that Parker Finn, the director of Smile, is making a remake of Possession. They already did a remake of that movie, so... Also, apparently Smile 2 was really good, I guess. I don't know.
I don't even think I've seen Smile at all.
I haven't either, but yeah, there was one Luke Cage episode where Iron Fist guest starred, and I guess just because he had less screen time, they didn't have to worry about tying it into his show. He just felt really authentically like Iron Fist, like especially in that one episode. So I don't know. I'd like to see them bring that back, especially because Luke Cage and Iron Fist both ended on fucking cliffhangers. So, like, please give me more, especially Luke Cage. Ugh, fuck. Sorry, I was stretching. Actually, Luke Cage, he did come back in one episode of Jessica Jones, so we did get a little glimpse of what he's up to now, but...
He's just fucking shit up, right?
Well, at the end, he becomes like the nightclub owner of the one that the bad guy used to have, or something like that. He starts wearing suits all of a sudden, so it was something fancy.
He's Kingpin Luke Cage.
Yeah, that was it, running the club. What'd you say?
He's Kingpin Luke Cage.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, in the comics, he's mayor, I think, right now. So maybe they will do that storyline after Kingpin is done.
I mean, like, how do I put this?
Be the MCU's Mamdani? Fuck yeah.
Don't forget, folks. If you know any single scumlord in New York City, any single one, you take all that information, you write it down, and you send that right to the fucking mayor's office right now. If they don't answer within a set period of time, it's about to get real funky real quick, folks.
Did you see, by the way, the clip of him doing the thing with Miss Rachel?
I don't think so.
Well, you know who Miss Rachel is, right? Like, I know you're an adult
yes.
with no children. Okay.
I find it weird that you're explaining this to me. I'm not going to lie, but okay.
Well, you're an adult with no children. You could very easily not know.
You're an adult with no children. I'm an adult who's raised children.
Well, yeah, but I'm an adult with no children who's chronically online.
Valid point. All right, touche.
And also when you raise children, I don't know if Miss Rachel was a thing yet, but maybe she was.
Listen, I look into the future. I'm always on the next horizon.
So Mamdani did a thing with her, like a little like sing to the kid thing. And one of them, they were singing "Wheels on the Bus," and they were doing the like "Baby on the bus goes wah wah wah." Like, so someone took the clip of that and just put a green screen behind them, so you could put whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, that's great.
And well, the guy who posted it literally wrote, "Saving this here for when the big one comes. It's going to be really useful." Yes, the ADL did declare Miss Rachel to be like basically the #1 anti-Semite, which is insane. But okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, the ADL has also got in support of Kanye's apology.
That is true. They
don't forget, folks. It's February. I gotta how about saying it. I fucking told you, bro. I fucking told you it was a matter of time before one thing happened, and he admitted it. My motherfucker's back on meds. He's back on meds, folks, and he went, "Oh no, oh god, what have I been doing?"
Yeah, we're not calling him Ye. No one's calling him Ye.
Yeah, no, it's a Snoop Lion situation. Fuck off. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, and he made that change in the depths of his fucking mania too. So
yeah, exactly. No, I don't respect it. That's Kanye West. like
yeah, like Ye is literally just a nickname too.
Well, Ye also plays off his whole Yeezus fantasies, which happens when he gets deep into his fucking bipolar because he fucking gets delusions of grandeur. So,
isn't it so great that he's gone through these episodes so many times that we can track a pattern?
I mean, I think it at least makes him honest, and I can care about him more than I can care about someone who has no reason but is so evil.
True. Lamau, aka Hirsch, trying to correct you and can't even spell Ye right. That is true, but I wasn't going to point it out because I assumed it was phonetic.
I was staying away from that, but wow, the comments are heating up, folks. Comment. Let's go.
Yeah, I assumed that was just him typing it phonetically because just the letters Y-E with no context could be very odd and confusing.
I don't know. The capital Y kind of seals the deal, if you ask me.
True. Yeah, it really is like the Green Goblin in No Way Home. Like, he's got the Yeezy sunglasses, like, sitting on the thing talking to him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on. Just say another thing about Hitler.
Her heart, West. First, we attack Kim Kardashian's heart.
Bro, like, also, ironically, I know how mentally deranged Kanye is, but I have to point out, even when he's manic as fuck, he is trend-setting, because you see Heidi Klum at the most recent award show?
I did not, but what did she?
Her and multiple other people were trying to redo the whole nude look thing because of fucking Kanye's wife.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I did see this.
It's subtly them recreating it, and it's like weird because I didn't expect this to be a trend set by her ass cheeks being out. But like,
yeah, when you said Heidi Klum at an award show, I assumed you meant one of the fucking insane, freaky Halloween costumes she does every year.
No. Do you want to put on screen what she looked like?
Yeah,
bro,
it's not that crazy.
You hear the boot sound from SpongeBob SquarePants when she walks, type shit. Oh, no. Show the backside. It has butt cheeks, my boy.
Oh, yep. Yes, it does.
It has butt cheeks, my boy. Butt cheeks. Those aren't hers. That's a dress. Those are dress cheeks. That's insanity.
Though I have seen her cheeks, and they do look fairly similar.
Sure, but dress cheeks?
Oh, I know. It's the kind of fashion choice you only get away with when you're rich.
It's the kind of thing that makes me go, y'all realize Kanye was mentally ill when he dressed this woman, right?
Yeah. And she looks like a fucking hostage in that video, too.
I mean, I've never seen someone look so much like they're living under Sharia law but simultaneously like they work at Magic City.
She's just sitting like this the whole fucking time. Like deer in the fucking headlight eyes, man.
Fuck.
It was depressing to watch.
I find a lot of Kanye shit is depressing to watch just because he needs help. But
Yeah, he really does.
honestly, I'm pretty sure he's getting it now, and I'm happy for him. And as long as he does, it's just like the ADL said. His apology doesn't fix everything, but it's a good first step.
Yeah. Nicki has the same look when she's on stage. I'm assuming you mean Nicki Minaj, and yes, I agree.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just she has that stupid thing that she does, which is like Roman eyes. I'm a monster. It's a bit much.
I'm really glad I never got on the Nicki Minaj hype train.
I mean, I don't know about all that, because like that means you would have been on the fun time when like Lil Wayne was putting on artists. Young Money, OG was an interesting time.
Oh yeah, I just mean in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't get on because now I don't have to pretend that her doing Nazi shit is okay. And yeah, she is actually evil. Like
Yeah,
yours
no,
is correct.
Exactly. She's just evil, and it's fine being like, fuck that bitch. Because she's evil.
Yeah, I'm really glad that in high school I was like, fuck that bitch, she's evil, because I could see the signs and nobody listened to me, and now here we are.
I mean, I wasn't like, fuck that bitch, she's evil. I was in high school, and I was like, she got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Shout out
Well,
to
it's true. Yeah, the big booty part is okay. The part that I wasn't okay with was not liking the music and her being kind of obnoxious and dumb in some interview I saw.
But my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns on.
She didn't even write that fucking song.
Yeah, buddy, I've seen Sir Mix-a-Lot, I know. But
That's a whole different thing.
but boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit.
Yeah, I know.
Big money, he be getting the coins. Why do I know this? I actually don't know how I know that.
Physically, I have no problems with her. It's who she is under it all. Yeah, I know that you don't have problems with her physically, AK Hirsch. Trust me, I've seen your fucking search history.
All right, buddy, who's talking now? Someone pull up the compilation.
I know.
What are you talking about?
Nicki Minaj does that to have a Slim Shady-esque alter ego without fully understanding the Slim Shady character. Also, her alter ego's name is Roman Zelensky, which makes a lot of sense retrospectively.
Yeah, I mean, I thought she was just trying to capitalize on the Slim Shady thing, which it makes sense. Just because she doesn't really have much.
Yeah, she's got super bass.
Her voice go like this, rah!
I think it got cut from the movie, but you remember the movie The Interview, right? The Kim Jong-un, James Franco, Seth Rogen thing?
Whoa. First of all, I'm going to answer that question with a question. Do you ever feel like a plastic
bag floating in the wind? Yes.
Start again? Yeah.
So I think this line got cut from the finished film, but there was a joke in the trailer where he kept mispronouncing super bass as superb ass during his interview with her.
I think that's a bonus.
Yeah, it was in the trailer, so it was probably just one of the ones they cut for time and put on the DVD.
Yeah.
While you're doing some funny business, I'm standing on business. I love me some Clue Freeman. Ugh. Anyway, since it's the...
Sorry, what?
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, anytime someone says standing on business, all I can think of is Drewski and Could Have Been Records. I don't know if you know anything about Drewski.
I probably do, but remind me what we're talking about so that I make sure I'm not confusing him with Drill from Twitter.
He's the big black dude with the short blonde hair who does a bunch of skits in like the most outlandish of like spots, but it's normally like very.
Oh, this guy! Yeah, he wore the whiteface thing that was like, whoa,
Yes.
How the fuck did he get that looking like that?
Yeah, Drewski. He
Okay, I know this guy. I was thinking of
he
Drill
does a
from
1-for-1
Twitter.
of that pastor's glide in through the church. He has the outfit perfectly done with the chains and everything. He did that video. And someday, wait. The guy's like playing the guitar on the beach on his tippy toes with 2 kids.
I do remember this guy, yeah. So, since it's Black History Month, do you have something you want to get into first?
I
My
mean,
black superheroes shit.
I was just really gonna talk about shitty things that have happened. So, like, yeah, we can talk about whatever.
Drewski also does a spoken word interlude on the Justin Bieber album from last year where he says Bieber is spiritually black or some shit. I remember people saying that, like back in the day.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Why do so many black superheroes have lightning powers? That is an interesting question.
I'm pretty sure that it's something to do with like a modern era viewpoint. I don't know. But like,
I kind of assumed it was just because Black Lightning did it and then a bunch of people plagiarized him, but maybe I'm wrong.
there is that whole I'm not sure if you've ever seen the Family Feud guys who is we asked 25 black people and one of them was name a black superhero that does not have black in their name or have lightning based powers. And these guys are like fuck, they're really struggling here.
So okay, Black Lightning, Storm, fuck you, play Static, and Miles Spider-Man. So 2 of those, the electricity is incidental.
No, don't claim Storm is incidental. It's pretty.
Well, not incidental. It's one of many things she can do.
I know the argument, but like it's still a part of it, though.
It is. I'm just saying, like, same with Miles. Green Lantern does not have electricity powers. I mean, I guess he does in the sense that he has every power of anything he can create with his mind, but like,
I think
electricity is not Green Lantern's thing. What?
I'd call his an energy-based power.
Yeah. So, like, to answer the question, I think it might just be because one guy. Oh, okay. You're saying he doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It might just be because they created one guy who was black and had electricity powers, and then people plagiarized it.
I don't know, because it's the men and the women.
Yeah, well, hang on. Let me think. So, other than these 4, are there others? And my answer is, I don't know. Let me think for a second. Yeah, you're right. The Amazing Spider-Man version of Electro was black. Though he's a villain, not a hero, but that doesn't matter. I'm thinking of like a million black superheroes, but they're all ones without electricity powers. I'm thinking of like Mr. Terrific and shit.
Mr. Terrific, yeah, but you know how he's so close to this argument. I mean, how often is he shocking dudes with a drone?
Well, yeah, Mr. Terrific can do whatever the plot demands he can do. So
I know. I'm just saying yeah.
You're right. The Young Justice version of Aqualad also had as one of his powers electrical manipulation.
Talk about Cyborg?
True. This one, again, he's another one who wasn't black till the adaptation, but yeah.
I never think about Wally West as being black, to be honest. I just do not think about him as being black. Because like,
well, it's just because you didn't watch 9 fucking seasons of on the CW.
He's a fucking redhead and he's glorious that way, okay? Like,
yeah, I know. But if you watched him he wasn't in all 9 seasons. He was in like 4 of them, but yeah, if you watched as much of CW Flash as I did, it's easier to remember that he's black sometimes. In fact, when they did not New 52, but at some point they made him black in the comics, and then when they brought back the old continuity, they had to retcon it, so they revealed there are two Wally's.
I know that that's
Like the
why you do
cousins
the
or
plural,
something?
but I hate that you do that. There's two Wallys.
I know.
Shut up.
Yeah, well, the second one, in order to not be confused with Wally, he normally goes by Wallace West.
I'm not gonna lie. I googled black superheroes, and they're like common tropes: electricity.
Black Vulcan. I forget which one that's from.
I think his name is Tuvok. Thank you very much.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Super Friends.
Thank you. That's a fucking net.
Yeah. Cyborg is another one who has whatever powers the plot demands, so that sometimes
did
includes
that one.
electricity.
I already did that one.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Yeah, that is kind of funny that's like it's not quite common enough to be a stereotype, but it's common enough to be notable.
Like, nah, because there's more, bro.
Similarly, a lot of people have pointed out the weird prevalence of Latino superheroes whose power is super speed.
Oh, Soul Power from Static Shock, Juice from Justice League Unlimited, Sparky from Static Shock. Ooh, just Soul Power sidekick magic, but
Are we counting people who only appeared once? Because if you do that, then you can find plenty. But
Bumblebee from Teen Titans.
again, yeah, I guess. Though again, that's more due to her.
He
tech
shows
and
up
her
more
powers.
than once.
No, I was just trying to think, was that electricity? And I was like, well, they were energy blasts, but they were kind of
Well,
electricity.
no, she like shocks people with her stingers.
Yeah, now it depends whether or not that's a power of hers or technology she uses.
I think she was the smart one who made him. So
Yeah, probably. Black Panther's son with Storm from the next Avengers. Well, that just makes sense. It makes sense that Storm's son would have electricity powers.
I'm getting Shazam, but I didn't know he was black.
He's not. Well, Shazam the Wizard was black in the movies.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was like. What the fuck are you talking about on that? Okay.
Yeah, it really sucks that they changed Captain Marvel's name to Shazam because that's also the name of the fucking wizard, and that leads to points of confusion.
Yeah.
Wasn't Lightning Lad white? I thought he was. At least in the cartoon he was.
I don't remember Lightning Lad offhand.
I mean, see, that's the thing, is that when you make new adaptations and you can change the ethnicity, then you lead to characters
Yeah,
who
no, he's
used to
white.
not fit the stereotype, now they do.
Or yeah, I know him as white. I see there's a comic black version, and they do give him the okay, I just want to throw out here. Black History Month. Shout out to the Osbournes for the waves.
True. Also, apparently Black Vulcan was just created to be a substitute for Black Lightning because they wouldn't let them use it.
I mean,
So,
it's just a loaded name. I'm not gonna lie.
that is one thing I liked about the Black Lightning TV show on the CW, is that they did get into that name and it being as loaded as it is, and he's called that.
Well, no, I'm saying Black Vulcan. It's like naming a dude Puerto Rican Hercules.
True.
Like,
It's not a rights thing. I think they just didn't want a character, because keep in mind that in the 70s, Black Lightning's comic was fairly adult by the standards of DC's shit back then, so that's probably why they didn't want him in it.
Black Lightning's comic, because he inherently involves race, has to like involve social issues, and God
True.
forbid the writers let that bleed into our fucking little hate party over there. So keep that shit over there.
Yeah, what
Ironically, you could say that they segregated Black Lightning.
kinda.
I'm just saying.
One thing I actually really liked in the Young Justice version of him was that his lightning was literally black.
I did like that as well.
Like, that's not a deal breaker or anything, I just thought it was cool.
See, if we're gonna do that though, you need to give my boy Static his purple.
That's what I was about to say. I care a lot more about Static's lightning being purple because it's so visually distinct.
I need that.
That was the one thing I didn't like that Young Justice did with him, was that they didn't give him purple lightning. They just made it like blue or whatever. But then again, the comic version of him, the original, also just had it be blue. So the cartoon invented.
I think
the
that
purple
one
thing.
show was just a different show. Like,
Yeah, that cartoon invented the purple, and it was so fucking popular that like a lot of versions since have incorporated it.
I mean, not to wear my nostalgia glasses, but fucking Static Shock, Teen Titans, those cartoon makers were just cooking.
Yeah, well, in the case of Static Shock, at least, it was Dwayne McDuffie. That's why it was so fun.
True.
Like, they even did the whole episode about how Richie's dad is fucking racist as shit. And yes, it is also partially because lightning looks really cool when it's purple.
Is it also because they like to put purple with black characters? Don't answer that one.
They do like to do that. And I'd be looking at it with more side eye if it wasn't Dwayne McDuffie.
Well, I mean, it's still fine. I mean,
Yeah.
pimp's got a dress. How a pimp's got a dress.
Also, Ivas is correct. Kryptonite was indeed invented by the Superman radio show. In fact, many key elements of Superman were invented by adaptations and not by the comics.
Yeah, I consider the radio shows to be a better version of Superman at the time, mostly because he went and beat the shit out the KKK. And
Yeah, well, they did adapt that into a comic eventually. I have it up here somewhere.
So, but like, it's one thing to make it into a comic. It's more. Do you know the behind the scenes on why that works so well?
Yes, because they did like actual research and used the real codes and everything.
So they use the real codes that like all the clan members would use. But when it really comes to roost is the fact that all the kids replay and act out radio dramas. So at the House of the Grand Dragon, you have like 4 kids who are essentially beating the shit out of a Ku Klux Klan member, and it's just the other kid. And when the dad's just got to sit there and quietly be like, "Yeah, I'm a good guy. Yeah, this everything's fine. I'm totally not a monster."
By the way, if we're talking the Superman Smashes the Klan comic, one of the things from it actually made it into Superman and Lois.
What is that?
Did you read the comic version or just listen to the radio?
I did not read the comic.
At the beginning of the comic, like their kind of like initial action scene to set the tone, like the thing every superhero movie does, has Superman fighting Atom Man, who's like a guy in a kind of steampunk looking suit with a jetpack and flamethrower and shit.
Yes.
They adapted him into a flashback in Superman and Lois. What'd you say?
He's the guy who shrinks and grows.
Hang on. What'd you say?
He's the guy who shrinks and grows.
Fucking internet.
Ah.
Hang on. Just signal issue.
Signal issue. Signal issue.
You
What
there?
is this? The Proud Boys? Heyo.
Come on. There you are. What were you saying?
Oh. That's the guy
God damn it.
who like grows and shrinks, right? Yo, your computer hates you.
There we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So what were you asking?
I'm asking, is this the guy that is like Ant-Man?
No, that's the Atom, and it's also not Atom Smasher. It's his name was Atom Man, as in like atomic power.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Though he didn't actually have any atomic power in anything, he just like wanted to. But anyway, so Superman and Lois, when they had like the flashback about his early days of being Superman and working at the Daily Planet and shit, the first case he and Lois worked, or the first story he and Lois worked together was a white supremacist burning down minority-owned businesses and marking the remains with a SS lightning bolt thing.
Oh.
And eventually because it's just flashbacks, they then have to like speed along.
Is that the
But then we
Totenkopf,
get to.
or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
What'd you say?
Is that the one that's called the Totenkopf, or am I thinking of the wrong name?
That's the skull logo. The
Oh.
I forget what the lightning bolt one is called.
It'll come to me.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, when they have the big fight with, like, to set the tone and everything in that episode, they adapted the Atom Man scene and had Superman fight him and everything. And it's the CW, so they had to tone down the rhetoric a little bit. Like, they weren't allowed to have him screaming slurs, but they did have him fucking yelling, like, they don't belong here! Like, that kind of shit.
I mean, you could just have him scream like a bunch of German catchphrases. If it's good enough for a government to put on a podium, it's good enough for a fucking TV show.
True, but the version of this character isn't German, which is part of why it's so fucking funny, is that he's worshiping an ideology he doesn't even understand.
Neither is Christy Nome. Didn't stop her from one of ours equals all of theirs.
That is true. Though that was definitely not made by her. That was one of the fucking 19-year-old groypers who work in the government.
Listen, if you stand behind a podium and you don't know what it says, you're responsible for it. Sorry.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying she did not personally pick it out.
Oh, yeah, sure. But she's either ignorant enough to not notice it or careless enough to not notice it or is fine with it. All three of those options.
Probably all three are true simultaneously.
Yeah, fucking outrageous.
Anyway, it was just cool to see something from Superman Smashes the Klan make it into, like, the mainstream TV version of Superman.
That is pretty neat.
Even if they did... It's not even that they had to tone it down. It was just that he was featured so briefly, they didn't spend a ton of time on his ideology. They just had him yell a few phrases to give you a sense of, like, oh, that's what he's about.
Sitcom about some KKK members who live in downtown Brooklyn in like 1975 called Hoods in the Hood.
Oh, so speaking of jokes like that, the reason I was asking you about fucking Superman Returns. Imagine not believing the government right now is run by wannabe Nazis. True. So Superman Returns, in a decision that's really fucking funny in hindsight, has Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. And there's like a whole fucking plot line in the movie where he kidnaps Superman's son.
That's why you asked me about this. Okay.
Yeah, he even at one point says, "Where's the boy?" And we all joke like, "Oh shit, Kevin Spacey wasn't acting when he said that." But then I went down an edgelord route with this, and I pictured them doing a fucking storyline where, in order to get revenge on Superman, Lex fucking molests his son. And I'm just like, that seems like something Garth Ennis would write.
I mean, can I go like a slightly better route with it?
Sure.
Where
Please do.
it's everything that you've mentioned, except instead of Lex Luthor, it's just the House of Cards guy.
Oh, Frank Underwood?
That's just Frank Underwood.
Lex Epstein. True.
Lex Epstein.
Oh, God.
At least Lex would have the decency to molest kids in a private dimension and not a private island. But
that is true. For all of Lex Luthor's many faults, he is above such petty foibles.
I mean, but Frank Underwood, best part of the show. Dude can be insane. Still the only watchable part of House of Cards.
That's what I heard, was that after they got rid of him, it just didn't work anymore.
Oh, I the idea of getting rid of him was silly. Because, like, sure, I'm very happy to see his wife's growing as a character. You're not going to make a rival to the main character that you've been playing a support role to for, in lore, like, decades. It's just not working like this.
Yeah.
And it's
Lex always... Go ahead. You were saying something.
It's just, it very much seems like they couldn't accept that they would have to cancel the show. So like, well, we have to be able to keep it going. No. You either keep him or kick the show. This is not Solar Opposite.
I agree. Lex always struck me as a Dick Cheney style villain. Yeah, Dick Cheney was a villain with some fucking class.
What are you
He was
talking
evil.
about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Dick Cheney was evil. He killed millions of people, and he is currently burning in hell. But he had some fucking class.
Like when? Okay. Even ignoring the whole shot his friend's face off thing, he don't even actually hunt. They stalk the birds in a fucking dome.
I know. Yeah, exactly. He was evil for the love of the game and also to get rich. Dick Cheney was a very simple man. He believed in acquiring money and power for himself and in subjugating the third world to his whims.
Okay,
And he pursued both of those things.
So following that logic, if you respect Dick Cheney, you gotta love Kissinger.
I didn't say I respected him. I said he had class.
If he's got class, then Kissinger's got regality. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, Kissinger was a fantastic villain. He was a well-designed character. You could recognize him from his silhouette.
Not a well-designed character. He's a self-hating Jew from the Holocaust war zone who somehow leaned into the idea that authoritarianism was okay as long as it wasn't the authoritarianism that ruined his childhood, his family, and his life.
That's all true. And you know what that leads to? A compelling antagonist.
He's not even compelling. He's just wrong. Like, at least if Lex Luthor says something, I have to consider his words sometimes. If Henry Kissinger is like, this is what we're doing, just turn the other way. Just start walking. You know, like it's
true. I forget if I've mentioned this to you, but a good friend of mine was in Cambodia when Kissinger finally bid it. That's so fucking funny.
Did they start doing Cotton Eye Joe? Like,
probably.
Was it the bomb?
Epstein is a Bond villain who they played too hard into one trait. Yeah, that's true.
Or I'm gonna go out and say this: is Epstein a Bond villain, or is Epstein Bond, considering how much of a sexual predator Bond is?
That is true. I've talked about this before. I want to see what I call MAGA James Bond in the next adaptation. I want it to be a period piece set in like the early 50s when the first book came out. And I want him to actually be a huge piece of shit.
I mean, he kind of... Okay, wait, so you want book accurate James Bond?
Exactly. I want him to be a fucking alcoholic, misogynistic dickhead.
First things first, no actor can handle any of the speaking roles with how much he's smoking. Like, we'll start there.
That is fair.
No one can handle this. Bond smokes like cartons a day.
Yeah. Because he fucking...
Bond is not...
Oh, here we go. Hang on. There's more to this message. Epstein is a Bond villain who they played too hard into one trait. Like, if it was a movie, I'd say, we get it. He's a pedo. What else he got? And the way he runs the world is just poorly written. True. We really do live in, like, a shitty fuck... Like, the Wachowskis were right. We're living in a fucking simulation.
Yeah, we live in the bad timeline, my boy. The Harambe's been dead for how long? The fuck?
Well, really, the bad timeline started when... Really, I'd say when we let Richard Nixon be president.
No, the bad timeline started when, shout out February, Malcolm X got shot in the chest.
Yeah, that's a good one. Really, just the whole transatlantic slave trade was arguably like a venture into the Mirrorverse.
I feel like that's an abdication of white people because that's just the verse.
True.
Like, there ain't no Mirrorverse about it. That's just what happens. I'm
no,
sorry.
I just meant... When I said Mirrorverse, I meant the universe where everyone's an asshole.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think there's another one where they're like, let's go to Ghana and just give them some stuff.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, buddy.
You never know. Maybe there's an alternate universe out there where, like, the Mayflower landed and met the Native Americans and was like, cool, we can set up a trade network. And then that was it.
See, but you already started with the Mayflower, so, like...
I don't know. That was the only ship whose name I could fucking remember. Give me a minute.
I mean, we could go back to Old Colombo, Nina Pinta Santa Maria.
I remember that shit because I don't care enough about Columbus. He was an asshole, and now he's dead.
Know your enemy, Larry. The fuck is wrong with you?
It's true. I agree. I'm just saying. Nixon and Reagan kind of killed it. Reagan more so. Yeah. Well, Nixon started it off, and then Reagan like actually put the fucking bullet in the gun.
But like, see, here's the thing. Don't forget, the American public with Nixon actively were like, "Yo, this is bullshit. Fuck this guy."
Yeah. Whereas Reagan successfully sold them on the lie that is trickle down economics.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I kind of view Nixon as like an early Batman villain, where like, sure, he's a villain, but he's upfront about it. He's defeatable. He's got resources. He's gonna use them. He's big into his vices. And then
I don't have enough jowls to do it.
Oh,
Richard Nixon voice.
Try saying "aru" when you do it, because it gives your lips a little extra room.
Aroo.
Yeah, aru.
This might be the American public school system propaganda leaking into my brain, but I'm pretty sure the individual people on board the Mayflower were pretty chill with the Wampanoag. I think you're right.
How do I approach this?
Yeah, it's the people who came later that made things worse.
If I'm fucking up everyone around you, and then I try to be cool with one group because I understand that like I can just kind of make a foothold with one of you guys, does that make them any less of a villain?
No, not really. I think what he means is like the individuals not making any decisions who happen to be on board the Mayflower were like interpersonally happy to be friends with the local natives. I think that's what he means.
I'm doubtful of this because almost everyone on the Mayflower was pretty much a religious extremist.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it might be American public school propaganda.
Yo, Horace Mann, go fuck yourself. But
Nixon is the Penguin, but Reagan is Ra's al Ghul. True.
yes, exactly. No, and like here's the thing. I like the Penguin. I need a little bit of someone like the Penguin in Gotham City to make sure I don't get stagnant. But you really don't need some like eternal vampire dude trying to like undermine society and reform it in his divine image. We don't gotta do
By
it.
the way, did you know that canonically in the Marvel Universe, Henry Kissinger is a vampire?
I did.
The only part that's sad, though, is that they confirmed that Dracula is the one who turned him. I thought it would be funnier if it were the other way around, that Kissinger is the one who turned Dracula.
I don't want to be that old.
Oh, that would be so fucking funny to me if he
Well,
was
no,
like
'cause,
2,000 years old.
He has to have he has to be a victim from post-Holocaust or like World War II, like
Yeah.
just to fully have him be as evil as he is. Because like he more than anyone should know better. Is kind of what it boils down to with Kissinger. You should know.
Reagan keeps coming back. We've basically had him since the 80s. Yeah, that's true. And no, I have not seen Marty Supreme yet.
Is Nancy alive still?
No, she finally croaked a couple years ago.
So nope, never, not saying it. Never mind, not saying that.
Well, now you have to.
Do I?
Yes.
So okay, but this is just on the record. Larry's making me say this. So if I dig up her body and put it between her lips, do I join that like list of like 1,000 people in Hollywood? Does it keep running?
Well, given how long she's been dead, she probably doesn't have lips anymore.
I mean, to be fair, she still has a throat.
Does she? She's probably all bones now.
Yo,
When did she die? It was a while ago, right? Yeah, she died 10 years ago. So yeah, she does not have a throat anymore. She's fucking she's a skeleton.
Listen, she was called the throat goat, not the throat goat goatwa. She's the throat goat, not the throat greatest of all time while alive. Greatest of all time.
Yeah, but still. My God, Nancy Davis wasn't even her real fucking name. That's so funny.
Isn't that her actress name?
Yeah, her real name is Anne Frances Robbins. That's so fucking funny to me.
Why?
Just because, like, all these people are demons and none of them are even authentic demons.
Well, she's an actress. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's a little more defensible in her case. What's not defensible is Nimarata Haley using the name Nikki to hide her Indian heritage from her race fucking voters.
I actually disagree with you.
Okay.
Her race is hers to own. She can represent it or not represent it as much as she wants.
Yeah, no, I know. She has the right to. I'm just saying that it drives me crazy when she acts like her fucking state isn't racist, and I'm like, then why do you use a fake name?
Oh, well, like, yeah, I mean, the fake name isn't the problem. The problem is she is a self-hating member of a group. Like,
yeah. Also, I have never been able to unsee it since it was pointed out to me that Nancy Reagan looks like a fucking hound.
a what?
A basset hound.
I mean, I guess, but the lady in red is dancing with me cheek to cheek, and those cheeks are whoo.
Basset hound. Here, I'm gonna see if I can find a comparison.
Why are you doing this?
I need to know if someone else has fucking noticed this.
Listen, this is not like a Xi Jinping scenario, bro.
Damn it. Yeah, you're right. Nick Fuentes is a gay Mexican manlet. That is really fucking funny.
What's a manlet? I don't.
Because he's short. He's not even exceptionally short. He just perpetually looks 16 years old, even though he's like my age.
Oh, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so here we see. All right, here I'll put it on screen. No, fuck you. That's not what I want. Go away. So here we have Nancy Reagan, and here we have a basset hound. We're really gonna act like these two don't look alike?
I really think you're overselling this. I think she just has like.
Dude, look at her. She looks like a fucking basset hound. Look at those eyes.
I really think you're. I think she just has like a strong jaw and nose combo. I don't.
It's not even those. It's the eyes. Look how fucking far apart her eyes are. She's got
They're
like a
not that far
300-degree
apart.
field of vision. Everyone makes fun of Anya Taylor-Joy for her eyes being kind of far apart. She ain't got shit on Nancy fucking Reagan with her
How well can she suck a
300-degree
dick?
field of vision.
How well can she suck a dick, bro? That goes a long way. I really feel like you're underselling this.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe she sucked so much dick and had her eyes roll from sucking dick so many times that they rolled apart.
I mean, nah, maybe like she's just built for viewing you from that angle, and so it actually works out well.
Yeah, she needs the 300-degree field of vision.
Listen, she has to like look up like around some things and stuff, and then she
Like
just
Pennywise. Fucking true, man.
we're all right down here. Like
We all suck down here.
I
What was that kid's name? I haven't seen the movie.
Georgie?
Yeah, that's it. You'll come too, Georgie. We all come down here.
Jesus. Okay, can I just point out you just took it from It the movie to It the book.
That is true. I did unfortunately accidentally remind you of something from the book.
Don't forget, folks, Stephen King made all those dudes run a train on that girl.
Yep, and then afterwards he was like, when he fucking got off coke, he was like, Jesus Christ. But unfortunately, it had already been published.
I mean, it's not the wildest thing he did. He doesn't remember writing Cujo at all.
Yeah, that's true. What's the other one that he said he like barely remembers writing? Not Cujo. It was something he did around the time of Cujo.
I don't know that one. I just know the Cujo one.
Cujo's the one that he literally has no memory of.
Yeah,
writing.
he's like, I just don't remember. I was just told about this.
There was some other from around the same era where he's like, I have vague recollections of writing that one, but mostly no.
You gotta respect his coke game, bro.
Yeah, he really was like, and before that, alcohol. He really was like one of the drug abuse masters.
He was doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, the fucking Jack Torrance. I mean, there's been a million papers and dissertations on Jack Torrance, but he was very much an author insert character, guy struggling with an addiction.
Fucking Oh, by the way,
Yes.
Fallout.
Yeah.
We have reached a critical point.
Also, apparently Bowie didn't remember recording Station to Station because he was so coked out. Yeah, makes sense.
Wait, didn't Bowie do the entirety of the Ziggy Stardust tour completely like zonked?
Yes, but apparently not zonked enough to completely wipe his memory.
Okay. The fucking spiders from Mars didn't get you? Like,
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not the kind of idea you come up with when you're sober. Oh, shout out spoilers because AK Hirsch is still watching Fallout.
got it.
Okay.
AK, how far behind are you? I'm curious. Are you long? Because I'm telling you.
Chat takes a minute to come in, so he'll answer.
Oh no, I know. Season 2 has been interesting.
Oh, he's waiting for the season to finish. Okay.
Oh,
You're like my mom. You got too used to eating fucking candy for breakfast, and now it doesn't feel special anymore.
Literally, bro. Man said, I hate fan theories. How dare people discuss things on a week-to-week basis? I just want to consume everything and know the
Hey,
exact answer.
That's why I'm watching Wonder Man one episode a day. I could watch more, but I'm choosing to let myself speculate a little for like
How
at
much
least
fun do
16
you
hours
have
or so.
speculating with Pluribus each week? That shit would so not
I
have been fun.
know.
That shit would not have been fun if we fucking binged that. It would not have hit the same way.
I mean, it would have for me, but I wouldn't have had time to speculate. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was nice thinking about, like, what is that guy fucking up to? Is he a prepper? Is he religiously extreme? What are these other people
There's
doing?
a reason that most shows that really catch on with people, with a few exceptions, are the ones that air week to week.
Like I did that one week where fucking me and Voss were just like fucking colonizers out here turning this nice little girl into a part of your fucking rah. Like
There's like one or two binge shows that that have caught on despite the whole season coming out at once, like Stranger Things, for example. I've settled into a routine of watching one episode of Stranger Things a week. Yeah, that's fair.
like I don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a good binge of some stuff, but like,
Yeah, it depends on the show.
if it's something
Like The
that
Pit,
is
you can get away
lore-
with binging more than most because it comes out like it all takes place in the same day.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I just think if there's like a lot of backstory, lore, or places that there could be theories, you have to give that the substrate in which those theories can grow, which is time.
Yeah. And sometimes the fans predict it by accident.
Yeah. Yeah. I've lived in that boat a lot lately. I'll just say that.
Didn't Lost have that happen too? Wasn't that like a thing?
Ironically, the biggest example I know of is the Naruto fandom.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, so you got a character named Toby. Yeah. And he always wears a mask. Yeah. And he has one hole in his mask. Yeah. Okay, so like we have this other guy, and he has one eye. Yeah. And he talks about how he got it from a buddy. Yeah. Who we thought was dead. Yeah. Whose name rearranged spells Toby. Is this the guy? And he's like, so let me throw you into another random side story, try to make you forget. No one forgot. He
Yeah.
just kept asking him until he gave him just a lore dump.
That's fair.
Like I just remember people used to scream on the internet, Tobito is real! Tobito! Like weird obsession shit.
He says that we can talk and he'll just mute till we're done.
Oh. Fair.
Okay. Besides, I want to talk about the other shit too, so let's get through Fallout.
Oh shit, I just wanted to fucking tell you, dude. We have reached a point where I think tonight I'm gonna find out what the fuck happened at the end of New Vegas, if anything.
Nice.
Because they booted up, or Goggins booted up House. And he apparently has been not running for these past 200 years. But a bunch of fans and people have speculated it might not be House. It might be a robot pretending to be him. And I'm praying. I'm just fucking praying. Because there's been a couple points where like there might be one other actor that we don't know. And everyone's just trying to speculate who it could be. And
so you think it might be related to House?
I think, well, because the hidden character is either going to be House's brother, which is not fun enough for the fans because most people don't read the terminals, or it's going to be there's a robot in this game called Yes Man.
Okay.
And a bunch of people think, oh, Yes Man is going to impersonate House and create this we're about to see some Terminator type shit, but with like really wacky voices as they fucking kill you.
Nice.
And I'm just so excited to see that. Sorry, just so excited.
So,
every time you say the pit, all I can think of is fucking my only show I could use to escape your hospital.
I know. I know you don't like fucking hospitals.
Okay, we're done.
That's the thing. I'm fucking terrified of hospitals, which is why it's weird that I love the show so much.
Fair.
But that's not what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, and yes, you're right. I was going to get to that at the show. You can like the stream. You can subscribe to the channel. You can comment. You can bell icon. You can fucking do all this shit. So, I recently rewatched Captain America Brave New World, which came out last year. And what?
What's the synopsis of this one? I get confused with the titles. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? So this is the first one where it's Anthony Mackie as Captain America.
Got it.
And there's like the whole conspiracy with the president and the leader comes back. I don't know if you ever saw it.
I watched part of it and got bored.
That's fair. It's not very good. So I watched it again to try to like really analyze what's so not good about it, and the answer is it just all the right elements. It just doesn't come together. Like it should work. Anthony Mackie's good. When I say work, I mean relative. Like it is a Marvel movie. Like I'm not expecting fucking high art from these. Like Anthony Mackie's good. There's some good fight scenes. The Red Hulk thing would have been fucking cool as shit if they didn't reveal it in every single trailer and poster.
Yeah.
They made the weird decision to finally, 17 years later, bring back plot threads from The Incredible Hulk.
Weird.
Which I guess that's fine. Like, finally, we got to see what the fuck the leader's been up to. But, it also so do you know who Sabra is from the comics?
I'm gonna guess a Mexican.
No.
Okay.
Sabra is this woman. She is an
oh.
Israeli.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, the lettering underneath her name.
Yeah.
But like, do they write it? Is that in the comics, or is that just the translated version?
I don't know. I just know what her name is, which is Sabra.
Oh, her name's fucking Seraph. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ruth Bat-Sarath is her real name. Her superhero name is Sabra. So she is from the comics. Like, she's literally a fucking Mossad agent.
Sure. I mean,
And she hasn't had that many appearances, and her most famous one is the one where Hulk yells at her for accidentally killing Palestinian kids in their fight.
pull up the panel. Pull up the fucking panel.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't fucking cock tease me with that. Also, excuse me for 1 second.
That's fine.
Wardrobe adjusting.
Can I get the big version, please?
Please and thank
Can I get the big version? Here it is. If it loads. Yeah, here we go. There we go. This is the panel where
Hold on.
I guess she fought him and like got killed in the crossfire. I don't know.
Hold on, coming in now.
Okay.
Huh. I do kind of hate when Hulk talks like that.
He normally does. That's the thing. The Hulk smash thing is more from adaptations than the comics.
No, I just hate trying to read when he's trying to make a point. But boy,
Yeah.
books. I get it. I really fucking get it. I think it pulls me out of it because I'm like trying to make sure.
Yeah. If DC will hire Tom King to write so much shit, Marvel can have a little Mossad agent hero as a treat. That's the thing. Even in the comics, Sabra's status as a hero is semi-questionable. Like, a lot of other heroes don't like working with her because she's very explicitly a government agent, and they're not.
I mean, to be fair, they kind of play it off when it's American or S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Well, that's the thing. In the comics, they don't do that shit. That's in the movies where the heroes are kind of government agents.
Well, don't some of them do it?
Well, they're allied with S.H.I.E.L.D., but like...
Sure,
like
so if I'm allied with the military, it doesn't matter. We're allied with Israel, so it doesn't matter.
Well, when I say allied, I mean very loosely. Like, when they're fighting a villain and S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up to help, they'll take the help. But that's kind of the limit of their formal alliance with S.H.I.E.L.D.
I guess, but if you're pro heroes being registered under a government-based data, like the data structure, and your citizenship's American...
Well, this is way before that.
Okay.
This is way before that.
Okay.
Like this panel's from the early 80s, and that storyline didn't come around till 06. Yeah, even Captain America rejected the U.S. government. Yeah, he did.
I want to point out something that I don't know if Captain America movies talk about enough.
Okay.
Captain America rejected his government, but he's never rejected his country. And the whole idea is he believes patriotism does not equate the two things. Patriotism and nationalism are not necessarily the same coin. They're tools used towards similar ends. And so I just think that's a subtext. That's a feature, not a flaw. But I think everyone's fucking lost track of the fact that Cap does not fuck with the U.S. government. He doesn't fuck with the U.S. mostly at all now, just because of how shit is. But
it's really funny how Marvel movies are literal Air Force propaganda at this point, but then Denny Camp's Ultimates comic is doing what it's doing. Yeah, that's the thing.
True.
Marvel movies are propaganda in the sense that they agree to not be too mean to the military in exchange for being allowed to show off their jets and tanks and shit. But their actual text is it's not Yeah, it's not fucking communist or anything, but like Marvel movies in general do not have the most glowing view of the US military. They don't have a negative one either, but they don't exactly have a positive view. Oh, armed forces. Okay, I thought you meant Air Force specifically because of Captain Marvel, but
To be fair, the USAF did make me think Air Force as well.
I thought he was referencing the specific thing from Captain Marvel, which was that in exchange for a relatively positive portrayal, the Air Force let them use actual jets.
I mean, folks, comics were a culture for a niche group of people.
Yeah.
They were for people who wanted to read, but wanted a little imagery, wanted a little more. TV didn't have the right stuff, but comics can do it. Nowadays, every character that was made for this medium, where you can write a lot, but also show a lot, has now been turned into John Diehard.
Yeah, you're right. There's another famous panel of Captain America explicitly saying like
yeah, no, because like Cap is like, what the fuck is happening?
yeah, he's literally reading a newspaper in full costume, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because Captain America just would not understand half the moves, and moreover, he'd punch you in the face trying them.
Superheroes are by their nature socialist because they're folks with power freely redistributing goods and services to people in need without need for compensation. That is not incorrect. Anyway, like I was talking about the politics of MCU movies, so like let's talk about Brave New World, for example. The politics of that movie are a little incoherent because yes, they portray the individual army guys as being like relatively good and relatively good at what they do. But then it also
what army guys? Are we talking guys in the infantry? People,
given the
What-
fact that they're
what
working
radios?
directly with Captain America, I'm guessing they're not just infantry.
But
So
like-
maybe they're like rangers or something.
like, what do they do? Do they operate radios? Do they use guns? Like, what do they do?
They just do like in that movie specifically, they just do normal army shit, really. Like reconnaissance. They talk to him on the radio. Occasionally he calls them in for backup, and they're just like in armor with guns. Like,
And they just show up on foot?
well, but they get like airdropped or whatever. Like they fast rope out of a
Or
chopper.
they're
but-
mobile infantry?
Yeah, like they.
Yeah,
I would guess
no,
they're
it's-
probably Army Rangers, just given the fact that regular grunts probably don't
Bro,
get to work
I
with
played
Captain America.
Team-Up
But
Civilization for this. You can't hit them with the Rangers. You got to hit them with the international variant.
well, usually in this particular movie, usually what happens is that if there's two places they need to hit at once, he has them hit the less dangerous one, and he hits the one that's actually got the bad guy in it. Like they're basically just his backup.
By the way, cue to Larry being like, yeah, you know, they don't like working with the military.
Well, that's kind of why I said it's incoherent.
Is it that it's incoherent, or is it okay? Just checking. Is it supposed to be like a changing of the guard, and now we're just leaning more into the name Captain America and not the meaning Captain America? Because that could be
No.
cool.
No, they actually
Okay.
did explore that in the surprisingly good Falcon and Winter Soldier miniseries, which takes place between this and the last one. And
Okay.
that one is where Sam officially becomes Captain America at the end.
By the way, I'm just gonna go on the record and say, or first one I'm gonna ask. This has all white writers, right?
This particular movie, I don't know.
I'm more talking about like Sam becoming Captain America in general.
Falcon and Winter Soldier had black writers.
Okay,
Because that's where he
I can't
became
understand why he
Captain
would take
America.
that name. I just for the life of me, I get it, but I don't get it.
So I'll explain in a moment after I read A.K. Hirsch's comment. It does that thing where it assumes people in power, if they do something evil, are either a bad egg or given the wrong information, and not that the system itself rewards bad people. And also, yes, I did forget, thank you, A.K. Hirsch, that Brave New World, the movie, did have a black director.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, AK.
Yeah, so Sam Wilson was Captain America in the comics starting in like 2014.
I
or
just
so.
don't
And then-
understand how he like. I don't understand
So-
that mental jump.
So I can't talk about the comics. I can only talk about what happened in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Okay, okay.
So at the begin, so remember at the end of Avengers Endgame, Old Man Cap, who looks like Joe Biden, gives him the shield and says, "I'm passing it to you."
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just actually random. Not getting too deep, but does that count as an alternate version of Cap?
No, that is our version of Cap.
But he lived through an alternate history.
Presumably he did. Yes, I would assume that. I would assume the alternate world he lived in developed the tech to send him back to our world.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
But we'll
It does-
probably find out in the next movie because he's coming back. So presumably in the next movie we'll find out how.
I'm hoping at least one writer understands they kind of goofed up. And listen, it was a goof. It's fine. But you had an entire scene where Mark Ruffalo kind of hops
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
podium and tells me about how time travel movies are dumb, and lays out directly how his rules work, only for your rules to be broken 3 times during your fucking third act. So like,
Yeah,
how the fuck you?
I just chalked it up to like his going back would create a new timeline.
Yes.
One that would presumably look very different from ours because Captain America was alive in the 20th century. So who knows? That world could look completely fucking. It could be like the Family
be no
Guy world
bitch.
where it's 1,000 years more advanced.
I mean, I mean, okay, let's just talk about this from a practical standpoint, bro. Every single opposition of colonization that the U.S. has pulled in the last 70 years would be punched in the face by the most impactful thing America has.
Yeah, that's what I'm
middle-aged white
saying.
man who can't be arrested.
That's what I'm saying. Like, presumably
different.
his world, like the history from 1946 onward, would be very different from ours.
It'd be different.
So yeah, maybe. So my assumption was, oh, they just have different tech than we do. Same. It's the same. Like I didn't ask questions. Oh, how'd they fix Captain America's shield? They have tech that can do that. Like whatever.
Yeah, that I'm fine with. I'm just like, so they teleported him here on a bench?
Well, presumably he poured it in like 20 minutes ago and then watched them
Okay.
from afar and knew they'd be waiting at that bench. I don't know.
Okay, bet. I can take that.
Mark Ruffalo should have just said the same shit as Basil Exposition from
Yes,
Austin
no,
Powers.
that's the whole reason I'm mad about this movie with the time travel is because it gets pretentious. Austin Powers is just like, fuck it, like
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
So anyway, so at the beginning of Falcon Winter Soldier, the Falcon.
Can't believe his name's Basil Exposition. Oh my
I know.
God, sorry.
So Sam, he was given the shield at the end of the movie.
Yep.
And at the beginning of the Falcon Winter Soldier miniseries, he decides, like, no, the title of Captain America should be retired with Steve.
Okay.
And so he doesn't take it up. He actually gifts the shield to the Smithsonian, and they add it to their Captain America exhibit and everything.
I like the Smithsonian that's free to enter, and all museums should be. So good.
Yeah, well, they established like back in Winter Soldier that there was a Captain America wing of the Smithsonian.
Well, have you been to the American Culture Museum at the Smithsonian?
I haven't been to DC before. I know you have because you lived there for a while, but
Yeah, just to make this really easy to explain. There's an entire museum that's essentially dedicated to like American culture, Hollywood and shit, and like there's pretty much a wing where it's just cool shit from TV that you've seen before. Like I saw
That's true, yeah.
Fonzie's jacket and I saw Dorothy Garland's red slippers. So like it's not weird at all to do this, to be clear. It's just like very much in line with what they do.
honestly, I kind of assumed Steve lays low after going back in time and stays in the same timeline, then goes to Tony's funeral because he knows it's happening. No, because they explicitly say
But Peggy,
any change to the past creates a new timeline. Now, that timeline could go exactly the same as ours.
but still a new timeline.
Yeah,
It's just 211 point B instead of 211.
yeah. So anyway, Sam turns in the shield. By the way, I did like that even back in Winter Soldier, they established the Captain America exhibit also has stuff about the guys who fought with him, like the Howling Commandos and such.
Well, it's because Yeah, I why wouldn't it?
Well, that I'm planting that seed in your head to remember that this exhibit covers people affiliated.
Okay. Dude,
Like it
did
has
we
the
ever
thing about
find
Bucky and
the
everything.
as
Find
kind of
what?
morbid as this sounds, do we ever like find the Red Skull?
Yeah, he was in Endgame. He was on Vormir. He was turned into like the ghost guarding.
No, no,
the
no, no, no,
stone.
no, 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 not the person.
Okay.
I'm saying, do we like ever get his head the way the museums have a bunch of skulls everywhere? That's
No.
what I'm saying. Only because like I've had to see a bunch of actual skulls. It would be cool if I could see like a red one.
No, his whole body was vaporized. So.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
So anyway, Sam, he turns in the shield and he goes back to being the Falcon. He goes back to like, well, Sam was a soldier before he was an Avenger. So since the Avengers are gone, he kind of just goes back to being a soldier, except now he's the Falcon. So he's got the suit and the gear and the guns and everything. And then Bucky, meanwhile, is like trying to be retired, but still suffering from PTSD, trying to make amends with people that he hurt as Winter Soldier. The ones he can, that is.
I don't understand his character in the MCU. Can you just explain to CH?
He does, but he was frozen for so much of the 20th century because he's only unfrozen when he's on a mission.
Still now, or was that just before?
No, before he was freed from Hydra in Winter Soldier.
Yes, okay.
So from 1944, let's say, to 2014, he only aged like 5 years because, let's say, because he was only unfrozen for missions and then put back in ice.
I don't want to be a stickler, but like, how do we teach him stuff?
Part of it is that he was already a special forces guy. Part of it is that they unfreeze him for training periods, and part of it is also that thanks to their sci-fi tech, they can basically just download information directly into his brain.
Matrix learning. Okay. I just know anyone from World War II in practical operations needs to know what an AR-15 is. Like,
oh yeah, no, he clearly they like unfreeze him for training a week at a time or whatever because he's very well familiar with modern technology.
Yeah, that's all I meant.
So anyway, Bucky is like trying to with the people he can, he's trying to make amends, or with their families if they're dead. You know, he's trying to do his thing.
That's a B.
And they get brought back together by the. I won't get into what the villain of Falcon Winter Soldier is, but they get brought back together on that.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Wanda?
No, it's the Flag Smashers.
Oh, nice, cool.
And the thing is that they're considered outlaws by the world governments, but they're not actually very villainous. They're mostly doing mutual aid shit. But the woman who leads them, her reason for being there is very, very obsessive. She kind of wants revenge a little more than most of them do. So she figures out how to get to, yes.
I didn't think this mattered until I'm thinking about how modern MCU is, and I realize this doesn't matter. Is there already Latveria?
They have not said.
Okay.
They do kill people randomly, not until something happens. Her and her like inner circle of Flag Smasher guys discover that finally, after like 80 years of trying, a scientist has finally successfully recreated the super soldier serum. And he's even made it better. You no longer need to go in a pod and like any of that. You just shoot it in your arm once and you got the powers.
It's a COVID vaccine for the super serum? Gimme, boy.
Yeah. Now, because it's the super soldier serum, it still operates on the old rules, which are it amplifies your personality traits.
Yeah.
So if you were a good person, you'll become even better. If you have a darkness inside you, that darkness will overtake you.
I'm still taking the risk. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So they do it, and that's why they kill random people. She blows up a building that she knows has innocent people still in it because she's done the calculus and decided it's worth it to send the message they need to
Well, yeah, I mean, if you give that to a SWAT soldier, it turns him into a bigger sociopath than it takes to be a SWAT soldier.
Yeah. And if you're mid, you become U.S. agent. Yeah, that's the thing. So at the end of the first episode,
Wild.
so like Sam has clued into, oh, something's going on, but it's not like a big thing yet. At the end of the first episode, the U.S. government announced they're bringing back Captain America. And they have a new guy as Captain America.
What color?
White.
So make it look like Steve Jobs. Or
No, he's not literally supposed to be. It's just that they're bringing back the role of Captain America.
But it seems like they're also bringing back the image.
Well, yeah, but they don't try to pretend it's Steve. They do like a whole... Like, the second episode opens with an in-universe news piece on Meet John Walker, the new Captain America. And it's, like, about his family life and his fucking high school football scores. And
No, I get it. I'm just saying, to be perfectly honest, I've seen grown-ass men flip shit about Ariel, the Little Mermaid, being fucking recast as black. I can only imagine the joy when it's a white guy / rage when it's a black guy.
Well, yeah, so Sam, when he sees that happen, he's like,
Oh, hell no.
interesting. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Well, yeah,
but
no, I see what you made.
But initially, he doesn't even freak out about it because he's got bigger shit to worry about. Bucky is more upset than he is, almost.
Well, yeah, because Bucky, like, grew up with the dude.
Yeah, and also Bucky is furious at Sam for giving up the shield in the first place.
What are Bucky's political views?
They never say explicitly, but it's strongly implied he's a Democrat.
I'm gonna go on the record and ask you: do you mean he's a Democrat, or do you mean he is on the left side of politics?
Like, he's like a New Deal era Democrat.
Okay, thank you for specifying. That is a very important thing to know.
Yeah,
The New
as
Deal era
A.K.
Democrat
Hirsch,
is now a leftist.
in the very latest one, the Thunderbolts movie, Bucky is now a congressman from Brooklyn.
Ooh.
And
Fuck
so,
yeah.
as A.K. Hirsch is pointing out, if he's from Brooklyn, if he won in Brooklyn, he's presumably a Democrat. So anyway,
But I'm not asking what his political party is, because that's
yeah, I know.
bullshit. I'm asking what his views are. I'm asking
Yeah,
what
they don't. May he unseat Hakeem Jeffries? True. He's definitely a progressive because there's literally a scene later on where he apologizes to Sam for not considering his black upbringing when getting mad at him about the Captain America thing.
I really need to ask you why you're using the term progressive and Democrat, because it feels really inaccurate to what you're describing.
The fact that Bucky apologizes for not being more racially sensitive.
Yeah, that's like, how do I put this? Modern progressives are not about actually being attentive to racial sensitivity. It's about, well, still, you could have had one more black man in the suit. Wouldn't that have been better? It's that kind of fucking signpost ass bullshit.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, this is also a private conversation between two friends.
Well, I know,
so,
but that's what
yeah.
I'm saying is I wouldn't fucking call this dude a progressive as much as I'd call him like a dude who's on the left wing.
Yeah, well, I use those terms interchangeably, and maybe I shouldn't, but anyway, that's fucking important. Anyway, so
Whatever. Sorry.
so the new Captain America is this guy named John Walker, who's like a Special Forces veteran or whatever.
I'm guessing he looks like Homelander.
He's played by Wyatt Russell, actually. You know him, right?
Not offhand. I can't do the names like you do.
He's Kurt Russell's son, and
Okay.
yeah, he was in fucking Black Mirror and I'll just
Oh wait, hold on. Which one is he in Black Mirror?
Playtest, which I think is one of your favorite episodes.
I do love Playtest. Okay, yep, I know exactly who it is. Say fucking less.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, no, literally Playtest was one of the only good episodes of that season. That season was a mark of when we started going downhill, and that episode was actually a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. He was also in Monarch. Yeah, he is. He in the Monarch Godzilla thing, he and Kurt Russell play the same character at different ages.
I hate that when I read this, my mind literally started thinking of the Venture Brothers.
No, that's a different
The
thing.
Monarch! Like,
So anyway, so this new This new guy's John Walker, and John Walker does not have powers. He's just a guy.
They didn't serum him up.
No, the U.S. government are not the ones who successfully recreated the serum, so they don't have it.
Don't they have?
They don't even. No, and I'll get to that.
Okay.
Basically, most superhero shit between 1946 and say the beginning of the Iron Man movies, like the Hulk or whatever, most superhero shit started off as attempts to recreate the super soldier serum.
Truth.
So anyway, John Walker, he doesn't have powers, and like he's very much like the kind of last time they tried, they created the Abomination at the end of the Hulk movie.
True.
So he's like, I don't want to say humble. He's a very normal guy. Like, yeah, you can tell he likes the limelight a little bit, but he also does care. Like, he does kind of like, look, I'm trying to do my best.
If he's John Football in high school, how's he acting?
Well, that's the thing. You can tell that he probably used to be kind of a little bit of a cocky jackass, and that
he was
experience has mellowed him out.
Now he's Jonathan Footballius.
Yeah, and he also is clearly still suffering from a little bit of PTSD over, they don't say exactly what happened, but some incident where most of his guys died.
You know, times like this, I wish we could do more intermixing where it's like, he went to school with Spider-Man or some weird shit. I don't know. I think I'm still hooked on that one last show where fucking Strange is there at the beginning.
Yeah. So, except Battlestar. So his buddy, his Bucky, basically.
Well, hold on.
Is like a...
Who's Battlestar? What's Battlestar?
Battlestar was Lamar. He is John's old friend from the service. Like, they've known each other forever. Like, they served together. And he's basically...
Battlestar?
Yeah, his little code name is Battlestar.
Nerd.
That's basically how Bucky reacts when he hears it. He literally says, pull over, and he gets out and starts walking rather than sit with the fucking guy.
Hold on now. He might be one of them.
So they don't say exactly what the incident was, but I remember because he won. They mentioned repeatedly that he won 3 medals for his actions that day.
Okay.
And when Lamar reminds him of that, he kind of goes, he says, yeah, and he kind of mutters to himself, 3 medals for the worst day of my life. So he's clearly still recovering mentally from whatever that incident was.
I like a good time when we go through like soldier trauma. I find it sometimes it's cheapened.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they don't delve into it too hard.
Over my trauma now, guys. I'm solved. It's like, that's not, buddy.
So, I mean, I won't go through the whole fucking plot line, but over the course of the show, John Walker and Battlestar wind up kind of reluctantly teaming up with Sam and Bucky. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. He's an FDR Democrat, considering that was the last president he remembered.
Yes, no. You both are 100% right. I just need to point out a New Deal Democrat cannot just be labeled in 2026 as a Dem or a progressive. That is a different fucking beast entirely. That's all I'm trying to say.
So they wind up reluctantly working together on and off because they get into arguments, they make up, type of thing. Because they're doing their own indie investigation, and John and Battlestar are beholden to the U.S. government. That's one of the sources of tension. So eventually, during one of the fights over a bunch of vials of super soldier serum, John gets desperate and he steals one and shoots himself up with it. Because he's like, these guys have superpowers, I need to have them too to compete. And then about 5 minutes later, when the serum is still running freshly through his system, Lamar, his best friend, Battlestar, gets killed. And he fucking snaps. And there's a moment, the episode ends with a very subtextually rich moment where John Walker, in full Captain America suit with the shield and everything, chases the guy into the courtyard, has him on the ground, and executes him by beating him to death with the shield.
Actually,
he cuts off his fucking head.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh,
we don't see
Larry.
it.
No, Larry. I need you to understand. My black ass is so much into the context. I understood as soon as you said he pins him down. I'm like, oh, he cuts his head off with the shield because that's that's what I would do. Like,
Yeah, and then like the final shot of the episode is him standing there with the Captain America shield dripping in fucking blood. Like a shocking amount of blood for a PG-13 project.
cut the Trey Parker. Dun, 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 dun. America, fuck yeah.
So anyway, by the way, and for full subtext, 1 million people have video of this happening on their phones.
Now, I'm just gonna make sure I'm contexting this the right way. It's not just that they have the video; it's how they took the video.
Oh yeah,
They
it's a bunch of
walked
people
up to
standing
him
around taking
holding
it.
the phone like this because it's how you cancel a cop. It's not hiding, shooting it from the upper window. He's a super cop, and they turned him into a super cop, and he gets
he does it in full view of everybody. Yeah,
just like a super cop.
Well, the only difference is that unlike a cop, he doesn't do it dispassionately. He does it like in a fucking frothing, incoherent rage.
You misunderstand. Sometimes it is dispassionate.
I know.
It's wrong to assume our enemy wants us done because of morals and not because of practicality.
Yeah. We prefer our Avengers committing war crimes away from the public eye. I prefer them not committing war crimes at all, but yeah.
I prefer them actively winning wars, and so it doesn't get labeled as crimes.
Exactly. So
Dr.
anyway,
Doom
after this very public
leads the country.
Yeah. So after this very public incident, the U.S. government strips John Walker of the Captain America title.
Okay.
And they basically tell him like what?
Like how long after did it take?
Not very. Considering his arm was still in a sling, I'm guessing not very long.
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
Like a week or two. Let's say a week.
Fair. Okay, fair.
So he gets stripped of the Captain America title. They tell him in his hearing, like, your until now exceptional record is the only reason you're getting a discharge rather than a court-martial.
Valid.
And so he goes home, and he's like we cut to him occasionally, and he's not fucking handling it well, because of course he isn't. And eventually he gets involved. Because he still wants revenge against the leader of the Flag Smashers for killing his best friend. So Sam, yes. So then Sam, the shield gets left behind at the crime scene because he kind of wanders off in a daze. And they order him to turn it in, and he's like, I don't even have it. Like, he doesn't even remember what happened to it. What happened to it was Sam and Bucky grabbed it, and then we get like the symbolic scene of Sam very gently washing the blood off the shield and everything.
So, okay, let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Essentially, coked out John Football's got a super serum.
Yeah.
Are we doing anything with him? Is he just walking the streets?
Well, I don't think they know he took the serum.
Okay, I'm just saying, coked out John Football with a super serum needs to be in. What is that? What is that fucking prison from the Deadpool movie where they had
the icebox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he left that part out of the report. I think that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Please help me out. What's the name of that one dude? He's way too big. He's got the helmet. He's in the Deadpool movie, Deadpool 3.
Oh, Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Thank you. Sorry, I was just going nuts trying to think of his name. Juggernaut.
So, anyway, so Sam, part of why I I left aside a very key part of the story, which is that in this whole bit, Bucky is trying to explain to Sam, this doesn't make sense. The U.S. government isn't going to do this again. And he's like, what do you mean again? He doesn't say it like that. He just says, like, I know for a fact they will not do this. They will not recreate the super soldier serum. And Sam is like, how the fuck could you possibly know that? And he says, it's better to take you to someone else to explain. So they go to Baltimore.
Okay.
And he knocks on this random house, like not the ghetto, but like very much working class neighborhood. And he knocks on the door, and this black teenager answers, and he says, "Is your grandfather home? Tell him the man from Ipanema is here."
That's lovely. I
Um,
fucking hate that I know that joke, but
it's not the song. It's actually not the song.
are you serious?
No, a different thing. Though I mean, it was probably an intentional double reference, but it's not referring to the song. And out comes Carl Lumbly. You know him, right? The actor.
So is it a pun on his name?
No, it's where they last met.
Okay.
Or maybe it wasn't Ipanema. Maybe it was somewhere else. But let's say
It's just, if it's Ipanema, it feels like there has to be a joke here.
maybe it was Iwo Jima.
Oh, that's a whole different. That's a much different thing.
Yeah, well, that's what it's a reference to. Hang on,
Oh,
I'll find out.
Oh, yeah, that's Iwo Jima. That's a whole different kind of.
Oh, I am completely fucking dumb. It was Goyang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
I misremembered it. So Carl Lumbly, you know the actor, right?
No, I'm
He was the voice of Martian Manhunter. He played Martian Manhunter's dad in Supergirl.
What does he look like? Sorry, I'm just having a hard time getting his face.
You'll recognize him as soon as I bring him up.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just bad with the fucking. Oh yes.
So he walks out. So yeah, Bucky tell him the man from Goyang is here to see him. And so he's like, oh shit, like lets them in, and out comes Carl Lumbly, and his name is Isaiah Bradley. Do you know the significance of Isaiah Bradley?
I can't ring it. I can't ring it.
So you'll find out his story. It's from the comics. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So when he says the man from Goyang, he's referring to the last time they met, which was during the Korean War.
Okay.
And Isaiah recognizes him, and he points at his metal arm, and he says, "I see you got it fixed. I ripped about half of it off last time I saw you." Because they met on opposite sides of the battlefield in Korea.
Sure.
So what Isaiah Bradley is, he was a black soldier in Korea. And so after they lost Steve Rogers, the U.S. government started trying to recreate the super soldier serum.
Oh, he's the Tuskegee Super Serum. Got it.
Basically, yes.
Yeah,
he was
sorry. Sorry, I kind of see where you're going with this.
He was one of many soldiers they tested this new serum on. And for almost all of them, it didn't work or they died. I don't know if all of them were black, but yes, they were disproportionately testing it on the black soldiers.
The implication seems to be they did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's... If it wasn't outright stated, which it might have been and I'm forgetting, it was strongly implied.
Okay.
And so Isaiah Bradley, it actually worked. And he was just the one in a fucking million where it actually worked and actually gave him powers.
He has comparable to Captain America level powers?
Well, I mean, now he's old, so probably not anymore, but yeah.
Well, I mean, old Captain America is still old Captain America.
Well, yeah, we do actually... They're subtle about it in the show, but at one point we see him carrying a potted plant that would logically weigh like 100 pounds just very casually with no effort.
Yeah, because he's fucking... Okay.
Yeah. So he does still have powers. He's just old now.
He's John Henry.
Yeah. In fact, logically, he'd be like 100, and he's played by Carl Lumbly, who's only 70. So clearly his aging is slowed by the serum.
True.
So what happened was that since it worked on him, and they couldn't get it working again, they sent him out as on doing Black Ops missions during Korea.
Pun intended?
No. In the movie, they kind of refer to him as Forgotten Captain America, so it's unclear if he literally got the title or that's just like a nickname because of the serum, but
I'll be real. If they would have leaned into this a little more, I would have enjoyed it. If it was Captain America Dark or the Black Captain, the Captain in the Shadows. I don't know. There's a bunch of options. Just saying.
Well, so that's why this fucking miniseries was so good, and why the movie that followed it up was so not good. So he goes on like Black Ops missions in Korea, and then when they're done with him, they know they can't just fucking let him get an honorable discharge, so they lock him up. They hold him captive in like government black sites for like 30 years, testing his blood to try to recreate the serum, doing experiments on him and shit. And eventually, like in the early 80s, when he's not useful to them anymore, they quietly pardon him and release him, and he just goes and picks up the shattered pieces of his fucking life. So he is obviously a very cynical man. Like it takes, in fact, their first meeting, he makes them get the fuck out before telling them anything significant. We find all this out later.
I don't know why he's giving them shit.
Basically, like, you're coming to me for my help after what you did to me, because he thinks they're working for the government.
Well, they are.
Well, no, they're not. They're working against government orders, actually, in this one.
Wait, but I thought you said that they had clearance and the other guys didn't.
No, it's John and Battlestar had clearance. This is Sam and Bucky.
Oh, I flipped the understanding. Thank you.
Yeah. There's even a scene where the fucking cops harass Sam because they don't recognize him, and they do like the racial politics thing. Like, the show isn't subtle.
Well, wait, hold on. When you say racial politics, what you mean is racial profiling?
Yeah, like they walk because Sam and Bucky are on the sidewalk arguing.
Ain't no politics there. Boy, what's the problem?
Yeah, that's literally what happens. And then, is this man bothering you?
I've lived.
Well, so what happens is,
sorry,
is they say to Bucky, "Is this man bothering you?" And he goes, "No, of course not. Don't you know who this is?" And they're like, no, initially they don't, and then one of them finally goes, "Oh," and he whispers it to the other, and they're like, "Oh God, we're so sorry, Mr. Falcon." And
now you're sorry.
Yeah, and Sam's like, "Yeah, I bet you are." And ironically, they wind up arresting Bucky because he had to violate his parole to go with Sam on the mission. So anyway, we find out all this about Isaiah.
Well, actually, I just want to go on the record for something.
Okay.
If you approach a situation because you're racially profiling a black man and then use that opportunity to arrest someone for breaking their probation, you didn't really have any rights here. You just kept throwing darts at the wall until you found one that stuck.
That is true. However,
you're a bastard.
In Bucky's case, it was an arrest on site type of order.
No, but they wouldn't. Okay, but see, here's the thing, though. They walked up to this situation and they went, "Sir, is he bothering you?" They did not recognize this. All of this starts because of fucking racial profiling.
Yeah, no, it's total bullshit.
They had the fucking ability to get involved in shit because of the color of Sam's skin. Like, it's just so weird how Bucky ends up facing the consequence. I'm sure that was on purpose, but it is
proving
clearly...
I'm not racist by arresting the white guy. True.
Yeah. No. Listen, I'm sure everything's fine. I'm getting the right. I'm getting the white guy, guys. It's fucking fine. You never had a right to this interaction.
Oh no, they're definitely portrayed as the assholes here. Don't worry, you're not. The show agrees with you.
I'm sure it's just I don't know if is the subtext there that they never had the right to talk to us in the first place.
No, it is absolute. They came up to them ready to arrest Sam because he and Bucky were bickering like friends on the sidewalk. It's total bullshit.
Oh, absolutely. I just think it's crazy that if you're gonna later pull the white guy, probable cause type shit.
So anyway, so Isaiah Bradley, very cynical man, and he explicitly tells Sam, the U.S. government will never allow a black man to be Captain America.
Okay, buddy.
Well, so that's the thing. Sam initially is pessimistic enough. Isaiah says that to Sam.
Is this bait? Did they tell him to say this is bait? Because I'm sorry, It's the only statement that made me completely flip around and go, "Oh, well, now we have to." And I am conscious of that vulnerability.
Well, yeah, so that's basically what happens is that Sam is initially feeling pessimistic, but after the incident where John fucking decapitates someone with the Captain America shield, he decides he has no choice. And he doesn't just do it right away. There's an entire episode dedicated to him training to use the shield and everything.
So to be clear that I'm not crazy, the entire thing was he was asked to be Captain America by white people. He refused, then he was manipulated into being Captain America by white people. And then he realized, well, the alternative is fucked up racist white people being Captain America, so I guess I have to be Captain America.
Well, that's how he feels at first, and then his character arc is coming around and he's like, no,
Okay.
I don't have to be Captain America, I'm choosing to be. I'm choosing to honor Steve's wishes. So then in the last episode, he becomes Captain America. They have the big fight with the Flag Smashers. He and Bucky save the day. John Walker comes back with a homemade Captain America shield made out of just regular ass steel or whatever, so it gets immediately fucked up in the fight.
I do respect him for it. I hate it, but I respect him
And
for it.
he gets his little moment of. This is something that AK Hirsch was talking about a while ago in the chat, is that they didn't make him a meathead. He's stubborn and a little obstinate, but he knows how to do this.
So can I point out something that I called him John Football for a reason?
Yeah.
Did you know everything that you've described so far? He's the all-American quarterback.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
He
sound
literally was quarterback in high school.
Bro, I didn't know, but I could have fucking told you because of course he would be not a meathead. He's a coordinator.
Yeah.
He can think, but he occasionally loses himself. Hell, I played high school football. I know a couple of guys who really are like that.
Yeah, and not only that, he gets a redemption moment at the end because there's a moment where he has the choice to pursue the woman he wants to kill for killing his best friend or help Bucky save a car full of innocent people or a truck full of innocent people, and he makes the right choice and he helps Bucky. And so as a result, they kind of part as friends or as like cautious acquaintances.
Does John Football get a new title for like the future?
At the end, he does, yes. But I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay.
So Sam, he makes his very public debut as Captain America by saving the fucking day and beating the bad guy.
That's a big.
And the thing she was attacking was like a UN summit, so there's a ton of fucking dignitary
True. there,
like of various countries. And he gives a big impromptu speech to them on the street because they were on the street fleeing. He makes this very public speech to them and by extension the entire media who's filming it, declaring like, this is your fucking fault for not taking this woman's very valid argument seriously. You drove her fucking insane to the point that she took the super soldier serum and became a supervillain.
Oh, okay.
And it gets summarized by people who don't like it as the do better speech, but it's not. It is do better, but he's literally saying like, look, they were onto something. What?
This is comic books. This is where you get a do better speech.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do assholes get off telling me a superhero can't tell me to do better? Hey, listen, you fucking asshole. You fucking dumb. Every single person who needs to hear this. A superhero is a fable. This is a literature meant to instill morals and guidelines into you and your children. The do better speech is kind of the last crux for holdouts like you who don't know how fucking subtext works and that you should have fucking been following this all along. If you think that there's some weird speech out of nowhere about morals, that means that you have inherently been ignoring the plot the whole time and you are bad as an audience. So why don't you take this bad faith and go fuck yourself, bro. You are worth nothing as a member because you are not contributing to the art being goddamn consumed. Sorry, no, I get mad about
You're right, I know.
Anyway. What the fuck are they doing?
AK Hirsch, you say you wish he'd say how. He quite literally does. You need to watch the speech again. So the whole, I'll very general summary, what the Flag Smashers wanted was for the relative porousness of the borders and of nations as ideas that was like that during the blip to stay that way rather than go back to the old hard designations. And
So
like their
moved
slogan is
into somewhat of an anarchist understanding of soft borders, and we do not want to return to hard borders.
kinda, yeah, like their
Cool.
slogan is one world, one people.
Yeah. That's
And-
that's just political thought. That's fine.
Yeah, and even at the beginning, Joaquin Torres, who eventually becomes the new Falcon, who's a U.S. Army guy, he reads that and he's like, hey, it's easy to see why they like the idea. And Sam gives him like, yeah, you're right. Like they might be a little less idealistic, but they also like the idea. And so when Sam gives the big speech at the end, he says like, this woman's argument was extremely valid and was very much worthy of discussion at the UN meetings. And instead, you told her to fuck herself with an iron stick,
Yep.
but she still believed in it, and it led her down the path where now this is happening. So when he says do better, like, because he does literally say the phrase do better in there, he means like next time an entire group of people comes to you with a legitimate argument,
Stop
at
being
least
pompous.
at least have meetings about it, for fuck's sake.
Oh, to be clear, that's my entire take on reparations.
I agree. So anyway, this all happens, and Isaiah Bradley, like most of the world, watches this speech on TV, and he sees the fact that the entire crowd of people that were just saved are for Sam. And he realizes, like, oh my god, maybe I was wrong. Maybe things are better than they once were. And so there's this great moment at the end that fucking, it doesn't make me tear up or anything, but it definitely like hits you in the feels,
Okay.
where he's become friends with Isaiah now,
Sure.
and he visits him in Baltimore, and he says, I want you to come see something with me. And he takes him to the Smithsonian, and he's like, because a big part of Isaiah's thing was the fact that he did all this good for the country and then they buried all of it.
He's involved in the spot now.
Sort of, yeah. So what happens is that he says, like, yeah, I've seen this exhibit before, and then they walk through the exhibit and there's a statue of Isaiah with a plaque telling the story of him and the other black soldiers who died in the testing of the super soldier serum.
Does he cry?
Carl Lumbly, being the amazing actor that he is, fucking starts sobbing and hugging Sam. It's such a good scene.
As he should. Make that nigga cry.
Yeah, well, Sam explicitly says to him, now they'll never forget what you sacrificed for them.
I'm not gonna lie, this seems like an homage to a lot of real life American veterans.
No, it is, yeah.
Unfortunately, we got to go through this way, but morals, right?
So then Brave New World kind of continues some of this, but like shittily, because basically a mind control thing makes a bunch of people try to kill the president, and one of the people that it does it to is Isaiah. Because they're literally at an event. Like, Sam gets invited to the White House, and he says, "I'll only come if you invite Isaiah." And so they invite Isaiah, and he has like his fucking ancient goddamn zoot suit from like 100 years ago that doesn't at all fit the fashion. But he's like, "I got married in this suit. This is the suit I'm wearing."
Okay, just for context, everyone. Do we all know what a zoot suit is at this?
It's not literally a zoot suit. It's a normal suit. It's just a very old fashioned.
Just imagine. Okay, just to make our lives easy, imagine he's dressed like a pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, he's not like that, but it is like very much a like a 50s style suit. But like I said, he's like proudly putting it on. This is the suit I wore to my wedding. Enough to meet the
much did he
president.
have to pay for that suit? He had to earn that suit.
Well, that's kind of his attitude.
Oh,
Of course,
I understand.
yeah, they're like ribbing him. They're like, it's charming. So they invite him to the White House and everything. And then the mind control thing happens, and certain people get hit by it, and one of them is Isaiah. So then he tries to kill the fucking president in a trance, and then runs out of the White House and gets caught in the park, and Sam convinces him to very, very reluctantly stand down and not run. which is sad because it means Isaiah's going back to prison. Now he gets out by the end of the
Hold on,
movie.
hold on. Did the president die?
No, the attempt failed.
Fucking god damn it. White Avengers do this shit every fucking other day and don't get arrested.
Well, Isaiah did get arrested.
Well, I know. That's why I'm just like, god damn it. These fucking... It ain't better. They're signposting like it's better.
I mean, to be fair, he did literally stand up, rip a gun out of a Secret Service agent's hands, point it at the president, and pull the trigger. Like, I get how they don't see the nuance.
To be fair, weren't you talking to me about how Magneto, like, did something similar? And they're like, here's a fucking country.
Yeah, but that's a terrible movie, and that's one of the reasons I hate that movie.
But it sounds like you should hate this because it's terrible as well.
Well, I don't love this movie, but I get why the Secret Service thought that Isaiah had tried to kill the president, is what I'm saying.
I don't think anyone with America in their name is killing the president. I'm sorry.
Isaiah doesn't have America in his name.
He was Captain America. They took it away from him.
Well, kinda, yeah, but that's the thing, is they're like, well, he would have a reason to hate the U.S. government.
Yeah, but they decided that for him on all counts.
Anyway, the point is that it doesn't matter because he gets out of prison at the end of the movie because his innocence is proven.
I mean, granted, the time in prison still matters, but true.
Well, he was only there for like a week or two, so that sucks, but like...
Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
And he was in segregated housing because he was dangerous to the other prisoners, so it's not like he was getting beat up or whatever.
I mean, being an ag sec is itself a kind of torture, but I get you.
No, I don't mean solitary. They move him to that eventually because a direct threat against the prison happens, but he's not in solitary. He's just in a segregated cell.
For aggressive security, I believe.
Yeah, no, he's not aggressive security because he's complying and everything. He's in the raft, the prison for the superpowered people.
Oh, true.
No, not the raft. He's in a different one.
Yeah, but he's in a super prison.
Yeah, he's in like segregated housing in the prison, but he has like neighbors and shit. And he gets visits from the guard. Like he is being treated as well as that prison treats anybody. Because most people think there must be a logical explanation. Like, even his own guards are like, sorry about this, Mr. Bradley, because they know who he is. They assume there must be a logical explanation. I don't know if they literally do, but I'm saying, like, they treat him with dignity.
Okay, I mean, shit, I don't inherently believe it, but it's because it's February.
Yeah, well, anyway, so fucking... The reason I was talking about Sabra earlier is because they have her in this movie.
The Messiah.
Well, so that's the thing. That it was probably shot that way at first, and then October 7th happened, and as a result of the genocide, Israel's fucking approval rating fell off like a fat kid on a seesaw.
Hold on.
So,
to be clear, the genocide was already happening.
True, but it got a lot more attention.
Okay, true.
So they did a lot of reshoots on this movie, a lot of fucking reshoots, and they've never admitted it, but clearly one of the things they changed in reshoots was who Sabra is. So this version is not a Mossad agent, she's a former Black Widow. Yeah. The only reference to Israel in the entire movie is that in passing, when he's reading her file, he says, Ruth Bat Saraf, born Israel, trained in the Red Room. Like, he just mentions it in passing. It's the only reference to Israel in the whole fucking movie. But you can tell that she is Israeli because, one, she has the horrible fake accent, and two, she can't act for shit.
Wait, hold on. Real life Israeli?
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking like a Gale situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not as bad as Gal Gadot, but she's close.
Or Gal, sorry. So I always call her Gale.
I don't pronounce her last name correctly either. I don't care. I'm not saying Gadot. Fuck you. So anyway, there are some really surreal scenes. Like there's a scene where Sam visits Isaiah in prison, and Isaiah's obviously very emotional because fucking he's back in prison.
Yeah.
And he's like crying and shit. He's saying, I'm gonna die in here. And Sam, so anyway, they They have Carl Lumbly acting his motherfucking ass off in this scene, and then they cut to Sabra watching it on the monitor, unable to get through one line without sounding like a fucking evil robot.
How much does she talk?
Not a ton, as A.K. Hirsch is pointing out. She has fewer lines in this movie than Gal Gadot did in any of her fucking Wonder Woman performances.
Jesus.
They cut most of her out of this movie. Like, if they'd had the budget to reshoot one action scene, they could have cut her entire character.
Not bad.
They also weirdly imply she has a thing for old guys. Because Bucky's mostly not in this movie, but he shows up for one scene to give Sam a speech and everything.
Sure.
And then he walks out, and then she walks in right after, so they like pass each other in the hallway and kind of like give a nod. And she's like, "Was that fucking Bucky Barnes?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was him." And she is, damn, he's more handsome than I expected. And he says, he's like 110. And she just goes, I can work with that. And then later at the end of the movie, after Isaiah's out of prison, he mentions that he and Ruth are going to go see the baseball game tonight together.
I'm just going to say.
And he's also like 100 years old, so...
The body ain't 100. That dick ain't 100.
Well, his is.
I mean, that dick ain't experienced 100 years.
Yeah, like Isaiah aged the long way. He actually is 100 years old.
True.
Though because of the serum, he looks like he's only 70. He looks and moves like he's 70-something. Like, his first scene is training the new Falcon at a fucking boxing gym. And he's like, why are we having this old guy train us? And then he punches the boxing bag off of its hinge across the room. And then
Maybe
Joaquin
she
goes...
just knows the thing that we're not saying out loud. Stroke game was immaculate.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Stroke game was immaculate.
Oh, they also very clumsily summarize who Isaiah Bradley is in that scene for those of you in the audience who didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. They have fucking Giancarlo Esposito, but they clearly reshot most of his shit or did it all in reshoots because he just has like a really small role.
Luigi?
No, what? Sorry, I'm confused.
Are you talking about Luigi? You are.
Did he play Luigi in something?
In the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie, yes, he did, John. Oh, wait, no, fuck.
That was John Leguizamo.
God damn it, I fucking no. As soon as I started saying, I was like, God damn it, I fucking switched my names again.
Anyway, Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, as we were just talking about, fucks his face from the Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, Bugging Out.
Thank you.
So, like, he's good. Don't get me wrong. Giancarlo Esposito can fucking act in anything. He can make the phone book into compelling dialogue. But he just doesn't have much of a role. First of all, his character is yet again basically Gus Fring in terms of personality type.
Listen, a bunch of people just cast him as Gus Fring. Like, listen, quiet, driving villain. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much who he plays in this one. And he doesn't get a ton of screen time. His scenes he's in are good. Like, there's a bit where he agrees to give Sam information in exchange for getting to pick which prison. And, like, he says, like, all right, I want Allenwood. I want my own cell. Reduced sentence. I'll give you the information. And Sam's like, all right, fine. So he gives it to him. And then he says... as he's leaving, he says, remember, if you break out of Allenwood, I'm coming for you. And Giancarlo Esposito says, when I break out of Allenwood, you won't live through it.
That's great.
It's like, so like his scenes are still great.
I don't
know. It just
soon only because my stomach is kind of going bonkers.
Oh, that's fine. I was going to end shortly anyway and talk about Wonder Man on Thursday when we're finished because I still have 2 episodes left to see.
Folks, on Thursday, we might be in for an interesting treat.
Oh, yes, we are also going to watch the crack episode of Star Trek.
And we're going to talk big crack.
Yeah.
We're going to talk, is Jean-Luc Picard anything but a kingpin?
Yeah, is he Ronald Reagan?
Is Jean-Luc Picard Ronald Reagan? We're going to talk about it on Thursday. Because I love bringing up this episode of Next Gen, and Larry's finally watching it fresh.
Yeah, because last time I saw it was like 15 years ago.
and we're both just going to go in and be like, oh, God. They're druggies.
So anyway, my summary is Captain America: Brave New World. Not a terrible movie, but just very uninteresting by Marvel movie standards. But Harrison Ford is great in it. Carl Lumbly's great in it. Anthony Mackie is as good as he ever is, which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like the new Falcon. Joaquin Torres is the new Falcon. He got introduced in the miniseries, but he doesn't become Falcon until this one.
Okay.
He's cool. Like, he's whatever. He actually played Manny in season 2 of Last of Us, but now he's been recast for season 3 because he's busy doing fucking Avengers bullshit.
Jesus Christ. It never ends.
Yeah, so like he's cool. They finally do something with the leader from the Incredible Hulk, Tim Blake Nelson's character. They finally bring him back, and they revealed that this whole fucking time, Thunderbolt Ross has been using him as a secret resource to strategize and shit
What?
and build weapons.
That's sick.
Because he kept promising, I'll get you out of prison when I'm president, and then by the time he's become president, he doesn't talk to this motherfucker anymore, so he doesn't hold up his end of the deal.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of his thing, because Harrison Ford gets a bit of an arc too, and his arc is, Jesus, I really was an asshole back then, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, he was also desperate. He was doing this because he was dying of a disease that only
He's
the
also
leader
black,
could give him.
I mean, you know, that's fine.
What?
Wait, no.
Tim Blake Nelson is the whitest cracker on earth.
Wait, no, I was thinking of the wrong guy. My bad.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. So Harrison Ford does anyway. Apparently, when he doesn't take the pills enough or whatever, he turns into fucking Red Hulk.
How long does it got to take him?
It seems to be kind of like nitroglycerin pills because they're kind of for his heart, but it's like a side effect if he does it because of the treatment is gamma.
Okay.
So it's kind of like nitroglycerin. It seems to be like take it once a day or more as needed type of thing.
Makes sense.
Because as the stress level ramps up, he takes them more often.
Yeah.
And they work less and less as the stress goes up, and eventually he just turns into fucking Red Hulk. And then he's in the prison at the end.
Is he perpetually Red Hulking?
No, he when he calms down, he turns back into Harrison Ford.
Hell yeah.
Apparently Harrison Ford had real passion for this fucking movie. Like, he wanted in on Marvel.
That's
It's
so
like-
wild.
Like, he actively campaigned Marvel, like, I want something.
I can't understand this man's motivation, but
Yeah, and it's
I
not
will.
the money. It ain't like he's
No,
fucking
he
low on
just-
Han Solo
he just chooses what
residuals.
He likes. He just likes stuff.
He found Marvel interesting. Maybe because it was so much green screen, he's like, oh, I have to use my imagination a ton. Because some actors really love green screen sets for that
Really?
reason.
That makes
So
sense.
maybe that was it. Maybe he just wanted to work with Anthony Mackie because I know he'd expressed admiration for past Marvel shit with him in it.
Okay.
So he just genuinely was like, "Ooh, I want in" when they called him.
I'm with that.
Yeah, he's
That
one
means
of those
that,
actors.
no, I gotta run.
That's fine. I'm too stoned to keep
Right.
going, or I'll go all day. So we'll see you guys on Thursday, where we'll talk more
Okay.
Black History shit. In the meantime, I'm gonna go explosively piss my pants because I've been
I'm gonna
meaning
go
to do
do
that for
something
about
else.
an hour.
Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, send us smoke
Yeah.
signals.
Yeah, and fucking put distilled water in your CPAP machine so it doesn't get all fucked up with minerals. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye. Happy Black History.